A much delayed Wee-Snot to you all. Here's your super horse tonight. You'd think I'm silly. I'm here to save the world. I couldn't help it. I'm very, very sad that I had to reschedule from last night. Because if I did this last night, it would probably mean Nini would be around, and I just know she would have had fun with the title. Anyways. Let's go ahead and get her started, shall we? Awate Amiki, my name is Faustus Marius Incitatus, the true consul of Rome, the favorite horse of the god Emperor Caligula. Hope you are having a fantastic, fantastic evening. Very, very sorry about last night. I've been trying to think how to phrase it in a way that just doesn't like totally give away what I'm doing for a job, but yeah, I had some take-home work last night, and it really needed to be done or I was going to embarrass the fuck out of myself today, so it happens. It should hopefully not happen much anymore. Every once in a while, I may need to work. The work must have been rough to miss the Takatori concert. You know what actually happened is I was pretty wiped out, so I just went to sleep and set my alarm really early and did all the work in the morning before I left. But yeah. Yeah. I don't think I could have done that if I caught the Takatori concert and then went to sleep, so shit sucks. But things went well. Yeah, and it shouldn't happen again. I think yeah, like I said, every once in a while I might end up going really late, and I'll need to figure out a way to need to figure out a way to post that I'm not going to stream that night if that happens. I don't have access to my phone all the time is the problem, so yeah, I'll get it figured out. That is a problem for future Inky. I'm sure he'll thank me. But yeah, today was pretty nice, honestly. I got my shit done and things went very smoothly, so I felt very grateful that I made the very, very rough decision to give up the Takatori concert. Anyway, let's go ahead and get in, because we've got some super idols. We got some super idols to meet. Alright. Fuck, I love this music. I love this menu music so much. VOD, yeah. There's always the VOD, true. Is there always the VOD? Is there a VOD? I'm gonna have to check. I'm sure there is a VOD somewhere. Yeah. No, you're right the first time too. Yeah. There's always the VOD. I am far bigger fan of Ina than Kiara, but you know, they're both solid. They're both solid when it comes to the VOD. Anyways, let's load her up. So we got through the first day. We got through, I assume, what was the demo, and we're now into the proper game. So we were investigating a murder at a VTuber company. There are 6 lovely ladies who all could have done it. And the twist that it just threw at us is at least 3 of them claim to be the VTuber from the agency in question. So yes, let's summon these. Always a VOD if you know where to look or have someone nice enough to post in a Discord you're in. True. So yeah. Oh god, what was her name? Prudence? Oh, I've forgotten their names. The bad bitch was the most suspicious one on day 1, so we questioned her first today. I kinda want to talk to Faye, I think. Honor, thank you. I kinda want to talk to Faye. Because I think she's the one I have the least of a read on, so I don't know. Like, should I talk to her? I've just been calling her Nicole in my head, yeah. Yeah, we do have Nicole and Jekka, don't we? Didn't you summon the suspect over? Shouldn't she be here by now? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. It's already been 15 minutes. How are they not here? I just got off the phone. Apparently there was a delay and they'll be here soon. They better not be evading court. I don't think they are. Why? I think they're here. Do you smell her? Ah, hello. Miss Ward, do you know you're 16 minutes late? Miss Ward? Oh, trust me, honey, I came right on time. Did she fall asleep? Hi. Hi. Is this testimony going to be admissible? Are you on drugs? Ah! Holy shit, she odd. Get back here! What's wrong? That's my line. Do you know what your role is here? But I was just giving you a performance because I late and wanted to apologize. You gave me an ah. That scene is super famous, you know. You should be happy. Nobody told you to give any performances? Oh my god, what an autist. Okay, so the one with the guru figure on her desk, I guess we know who it was. 16 minutes late, perfect guru reference. Do you even know why you've been summoned here today? Are you mad? Seems like Mr. Prosecutor's temper is cute today too, holy shit! she's gonna call me stinky, isn't she? What do you mean my temper is cute today too? What the heck does that even mean? What are you getting mad for? It's not like I said it's smut. Shut up already. No one even says that anymore. Okay, calm down. You're scaring me. And whose fault is that? Gah! Deep breaths, Justin. Deep breaths. If you're gonna do this, you better sing some city pop, and it better be damn fantastic, bitch. If I had a golden axe right now, I'd be chopping suckers up. Can you just be normal, please? I should be saying that to you! Please stop being weird and just cooperate. So, I need to look around the room. If this is a perfect guru reference, there should be a very transparent cowboy somewhere here. Not sure I see him. Where to even start with this bitch? Okay, real face. Who do you think Kuripa's real face is? It's not me. So who do you think it is? I don't know. I'm not really close with any of them. You're not close with your coworkers? I guess because I'm the newest employee? Okay. We always work from home, so... You don't have to interact with them for work? Not really. Only with Sophie. Sophie Allure? Yeah. Why? Because, she writes me up. Because she's in charge of collaborations that has to do with project management, sure. So I need to talk with her more. Do you talk to Kuripa? Of course. She's who I talk to the most. How does it feel interacting with her? How does it feel? Let me think. Makes me feel happy? I don't really know what I should say. I just think she's cute and makes me happy. What other reason do you need, really? What other reason do you need? That's it, really. Anything else to add? No. Okay, got it. Can we talk about your coworkers? My coworkers? I'm really not close with them. Are there any you feel are more trustworthy than the others? Yeah. You know how diabolical that YouTube poll was? Yes. Sophie Allure has a motive. Aha. Oh? What makes you say that? Sorry, I can't say. Then why should I believe what you say? I'm telling the truth, okay? If you want to convict Sophie, I can testify in court. You just hate her, don't you? You can prove it during your testimony? Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. From our discussion today, there's something I have to admit. I think you're very suspicious, Miss Ward. Me? Do you think I killed him? No, I didn't. What's your proof? Well, I'm too cute! The invincible criminal defense. Oh my god, this woman is just an entire Guru reference. I can't handle it right now. I think she smells like fish. She probably does. Blah. What? I'm too cute and innocent to be guilty. Only lollicons deserve that kind of thing. Cuteness is righteousness. Cuteness is innocence. You can't prosecute me, I'm cute. So there's no way I did it. Miss Ward, we're upgrading this. What the flying fuck are you talking about? Miss Ward? Oh look, don't you make that face at me. Don't you make that face at me. I'm not Miss Ward. I'm Captain Ward! Oh, it's Sencho. What? Set sail for the open seas! Hey, wrong UMC member. Get back here! That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say. I have to be careful with this kid or I'll totally lose the plot. So you're willing to testify against Sophie Allure in court? Yeah. Worked against Ozura Kisatsu, it'll surely work here too. You can't prosecute me, I'm cute! Tanya Military Tribunal post-war, exactly. I have good evidence, I swear. Alright then, thank you. Faye Ward has agreed to testify against Sophie Allure in court, shedding light on her motive, but we won't know the details until the day of. Yeah, what the fuck even is Discovery, right? Yeah, what the fuck even is Discovery? I regret this decision immediately. Whew, let's take a break. A break? Oh, okay, no problem. Let me ask though, don't people get annoyed if you're always giving these little performances? Excuse me? Those are famous scenes, I told you! You really don't get it. Some people would be over the moon if I performed for them, I bet. Think we're gonna meet Miss Trial here soon enough? Yeah, almost certainly. Listen, I don't mind comedy, but there's a time and a place. I'm here to catch a killer, not hear you tell jokes. Get it? Okay. Anyway, I'm curious. Why do you think everyone's going to cooperate with you? What if the killer doesn't cooperate with you on purpose and leads you in the wrong direction? Whose fault would that be? Oh, you know this bitch loves the meta angle. The developer's fault. I agree. The game's obviously crap, but the devs just push responsibility on the players and don't learn anything from it. What a joke. I was just kidding, but good job going along with it. I don't know why, but it just makes sense to me. Couldn't help myself. Sorry. So you're admitting that this performance of yours was part of your strategy to mislead me. I think it's more like my life strategy. Life strategy. Because my mom died early, so I grew up reading a lot of manga. I like to think of myself as those powerful, brave characters. Kind of like role-playing, I guess. Yes, and every powerful, brave character needs a deep, dark secret weighing them down. Whenever I think about role-playing, I think of my mom. It's like the only connection I have with her. I thought role-playing was like dressing up in costumes? That's cosplay. I liked that when I was a kid, but I prefer actually acting as those characters, connecting with their inner selves. Ugh. The autism scale, it goes to 11. So just like a sort of performance? Got it. I do have to say, your performances are pretty good. I kept wanting to stop you, but then you pull me back in, and I keep watching. God, she's a 40-year-old chuny. Yep. I'm not used to being complimented. Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Well, that was, The thing you asked me to investigate before is done. I've updated it in the notebook. There's a lot, so check it yourself. Aha! Kuripa's stream on April 20th was general chat where she ate 23 marshmallows. She streamed from 7:05 to 10 p.m. and didn't leave once. Judging from her live interaction with fans, it couldn't have been pre-recorded. Okay. I know Yini had that theory. Thanks, you're a huge help. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's get the basic info. Hey, Emily, VTubers all have backgrounds and stuff, right? Like, they're hidden species and stuff? Yeah. Be the only person who ever reads a VTuber's lore here, Emily. 23 marshmallows in 3 hours. Damn, that bitch can yap, seriously. Why can't you just be human? Why she gotta be something dumb like a computer virus? Better not say that in front of her fans. You might get beat up. I mean, they'd sit on you, maybe. Anyway, could you look up all that stuff for me? Kuripa's lore. Yeah, I'll find some time for that. Cool. Whoops. Alright. Who do we want next? Who do we want next? I can already bet the Buckethead's gonna tell me Moe Ball. I must say, I am very interested in Sophie Allure's side of thing. Like 7.5 questions per hour, yeah. So about 8 minutes on each question. I mean, if you get off on the right kind of tangent. What can I say? She's incredibly bullyable, indeed. I just hope that there's not consequences for doing these out of order. But yeah, let's get the Moe Ball. You have the right to remain silent to an attorney and to submit any favorable evidence you think may assist you in this case. You have the right to remain dead sexy. Is all of that clear? Can I just stay silent the whole time? Nope, let's get started. Don't you know your Miranda rights are just for show? Holy shit. We're not just flirting with mistrial, we're slapping a ring on her. Sorry, I was just kidding. Holy hell! We are buying a house, we are picking out the wallpaper, we are choosing baby names with mistrial here. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. That said, my job is finding the killer, and I need your help to do that. If you know something and don't tell me, then we might arrest the wrong person. I know being interrogated is scary, but I'd really love it if you could help me out. Your prudence, gotcha. I'll do my best. Thank you. She seems different from before. She's become determined. Oh wait, do I actually have to point out what's different? What is it? Her voice, her cuteness. Yeah, isn't it her eyes? Yeah. Yeah, it's her eyes. Her eyes were all swollen last out because she was crying, sure. I'll compare photos later. I mean, presumably because she was crying. So 3 people have claimed to be Kuripa's real face. What do you think about that? Nothing much. I don't mean to be bold, but somebody's been murdered and now somebody else is lying about it. You must have some opinion on this. It takes a lot of effort for me to even focus on my own life. I ain't got time for that shit. I don't have energy to focus on other people's. Giga Chad. Absolute Giga Chad. So I can't say who's lying and who's telling the truth. You talk to Kuripa for your work? Sometimes. We ask her opinion when we're working on her merch. How do you contact her usually? Yeah, base as fuck. Messages? But, I don't know why, but it seems like our messages were deleted? Gee, how convenient. So what's your opinion of Kuripa? What kind of person is she? What kind of person? She's very energetic. Oh? She seems happy, like she doesn't have a care in the world. She's very pragmatic. She doesn't bother other people. You tell she's energetic and happy just through messaging? Yeah, sure you can. It's because of her exclamation marks. Aha. Exclamation marks. She types a lot of exclamation marks. So it makes me think she's very decisive, cheerful, and happy. Well, that could be a lead. We could look at how all 3 of them send normal text messages. I see. So in general, which of those 3 do you think is Kuripa's real face? In general. Sophie? Why is that? Sophie's also very decisive. Makes me think of Kuripa. And she's also good at dealing with people. It's also kind of like Kuripa. Okay. Alright then, thank you. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Can you describe your coworkers for me? My coworkers? For example, who's trustworthy and who isn't? Misty is trustworthy. Alright, your roommates. Yeah. Misty's really smart and really quick. Unlike me. So you trust her? Yeah. And I can trust Honor too. She's really strong and reliable. So I trust her too. Okay. Got it, thanks. What is it? There's something I'd like to tell you. Oh? What is it? Amanda might be secretly selling adult Kuripa merch. Aha! Doesn't your company not allow that? Misty's really smart and really quick and really good with her fingers. Oh, yeah. And we can already see what she can do with that silver tongue of hers. Yeah. So how do you know she's doing it? Sometimes I go online and check fan-made Kuripa merch. So I checked and found someone selling adult Kuripa doujinshi. I checked it out and noticed that the art is really similar to Amanda's style. Oh no! Oh, you have the official artist drawing porn! Did you take a screenshot? Yeah, here. Oh, baby. Mr. C know about this? Yes, I told him. I think that was on March 22nd. Oh, wasn't that the day they quarreled? Can be totally certain it's Amanda's, though? I haven't confirmed it, but I probably could. This could be very important, Prudence, so please confirm the drawings are Amanda's if you can. Do you think you can? I'll try my best. Thank you very much, Prudence. Okay. Prudence Weeks found adult Kuripa manga being sold online, its art style similar to Amanda Child's. Realizing this broke company policy, she reported it to Mr. C on March 22nd. Okay. So he was murdered, what, 28 days later? 29? I guess March has 31 days. Now that I think of it, your eyes were pretty red when I talked to you last time in the office. Dojin? Yep. Adult Dojin. Did something happen? That's because, Molly went missing. Molly? Misty's cat. Cat? She went missing the night before. We searched for a long time. The night before? That was the night of the murder, right? Neither of them mentioned that, huh? Can you go into more detail about that? I was napping at home. When I woke up, I felt like playing with Molly, but I couldn't find her. Tissue? Do you need a tissue for your issue? I looked in every room and couldn't find her. Then I noticed a window open. I got scared. I thought she might have run outside. I changed clothes and went out to find her. Then I bumped into Misty in the hallway. She was coming back home. She told me not to be scared, that she would handle it. And then... oh. Okay, that's enough, thank you. Sorry to bring up a bad memory. That's okay. Aha! Clearly the cat did it, clearly. Okay, so yeah. I think this might blow a hole in Misty's alibi, right? Let me check. Left the office at 5:30 p.m. that day, says the victim was the only one left in the office, saw a movie with her boyfriend, then ate at a pasta place near her apartment, has a solid alibi. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Was home sleeping. Roommate Misty Ryu can confirm after 10 p.m. but not before. Okay, nah, maybe that doesn't really change the alibi. No, the cat is Morgana and they fucked up stealing the CEO's heart. I can see that. Imagine they fuck up Futaba and Sojiro just opens the door and finds that. Uh-huh. He probably knew that day was coming. Alright. Mistrial, you are looking like a lovely lady. Let's take a quick break. Okay. Are you nervous? Yes. Even more nervous than usual here. Your life must be pretty hard if you're this nervous talking to people, huh? You can message people at work, so it's not so bad. And Misty is really easy to talk to, so it's okay. I'm curious, but what do you do when you're stressed or feeling down? Sleep, I guess? Woman after my own heart. Nothing better than a good night's sleep. Yeah, I love sleeping. Wrapped up in a blanket when it's cold out. So comfy and safe. Like a cocoon. Just be other ways you relax, right? Not just sleeping. What else do you do on the bed? Other ways? I used to play pretend? Play pretend? Like what little kids do? Yeah, I loved doing that when I was a kid. I just acted out a story and felt all better. Wait until it's summer, that's help, I'm on fire! Yep. You did it alone? Isn't that kind of lonely? Nope, I loved it. I believe it. I love playing the villain, too. Someone super big and strong. Okay, it takes a very special person to, just play pretend with themselves and they're the villain. Then I felt really powerful. That's very interesting and a little concerning. A lot concerning. Do you still play pretend now? No, not anymore. I guess I just do it the grown-up way. I have some friends that live inside my mind. When I think of them, they make me feel brave. Still sounds a bit childish. That's okay with me. To me, they really exist, even though they're just imaginary to everyone else. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Entering into the tulpa polycule with Prudence Weeks. Do you think that's weird? It felt powerful. Shadow Man with funny mustache appears. Not that powerful. That's kind of cute. Cute? No one's ever... bullshit, no one's ever called you cute before. Bullshit, no one's ever called you cute before, you fucking moe ball. Okay, I think break time's over. That was definitely very interesting. Actually, I think I'm not as nervous as I was. Thank you. That's your job, so I'll try my best going forward. So should we maybe flirt first? I don't know if that changes the answers in any way. Probably not, right? Hey, there she is. About Amanda Child's alibi. According to Miss Child, she had dinner with her family and then from 7 p.m. onwards was in her room. Her mother, father, grandparents, and brother were also in the house, including her. That makes 6 people. At 8:40 p.m., she left her room to use the bathroom. Her mother, father, and grandma all saw her leave her room. She was also seen outside her home at 12:30 in the morning. Why? By whom? Someone from a debt collection agency. Amanda's brother owes some money. So that's a pretty concrete alibi for 12:30 at least. Before that, she was always at home. Can't verify that for certain. Oh. This child's room is on the first floor with a window leading outside. Ooh, that's kind of loud. Zelda, you're very loud. Found broken leaves outside of that window, most likely stepped on. Meaning she's gone through that window before? It's highly likely. Okay, got it. About Sophia Lure's alibi. She lives in a fancy studio on the 4th floor. Her building has 24-hour surveillance and security. She was caught on camera 3 times that day. First time was 11:22 a.m. as she was leaving. God, I wish I could go to work at 11:22 a.m. Motherfuck. Well, that wasn't even for work. And then again at 11:43 a.m. coming back. We assumed this was to buy food. The third time was a bit more suspicious. At 9:02 p.m. she walks over to the elevator but doesn't press the button. Instead, she turns back around and leaves, then doesn't show up on camera again. Camera doesn't show where she went? No. Unfortunately, the security camera at her floor's emergency exit broke on April 17th and still hasn't been fixed. Well, isn't that fortunate? Have you determined whether or not she left through that emergency exit? Yeah, not yet. We'll continue investigating in that direction. Sounds good. About Honor Chen's alibi. She lives in a shared house out in the suburbs. It's a bit older where she lives, so security footage is lacking. It's been tough for us to follow her tracks. That said, we did find a witness. Oh. One of Honor's housemates, a female student, knocked on her door at around 8:10 p.m. Apparently there was a bug in the student's room and she wanted Honor to help. Okay, this would have been while she was streaming. Then what? She knocked on Miss Chen's door for a few minutes, but nobody answered. Okay, well, that sounds like she was streaming then. Finally, another housemate heard her knocking from her own room, came out to help with the bug, so at least we know the knocking was loud enough. Oh. I wonder if we could maybe hear that on Kuripa's stream then. According to the student, Miss Chen's light was on and there was music and talking coming from her room, but she couldn't tell who was talking. Okay, got it. Now, I'll bunch Prudence Weeks and Mr. Ryu together since they live together. Okay. Live in an old building, there's a security camera in the main hall, but a few other ways they could leave the apartment without being filmed. Prudence never left the apartment that day, or at least she was never filmed. Miss Ryu left that morning at 8:30 a.m., then returned around 10:35 at night, judging by the time she went to work. Apart from that, Miss Ryu was caught on cameras around the facility numerous times from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. She says she was looking for her missing cat. Okay, well that lines up. Okay. Also confirmed the rest of Mr. Ryu's alibi. She left the office at 5:23 p.m., then saw a movie from 6:55 to 8:35 p.m. Finally, we have her at an Italian restaurant from 8:50 to 9:55. The boyfriend corroborated the alibi, and we have their ticket stubs. That said, theater staff said it was crowded that night, so nobody can confirm whether or not Miss Ryu was actually there. It's an old theater without any security cameras. Okay. So apart from her boyfriend, no one can confirm that Mr. Ryu was actually at the movie theater. I mean, you do have the ticket stubs at least. Correct. How long from the movie theater to the scene of the crime? About 20 minutes. What about the restaurant? The restaurant has cameras and waitstaff confirmed she was there. The last time before the murder, Prudence Weeks left the apartment? Weeks. Yeah, she went to the office the day before the murder on April 19th. She left her apartment at 1 p.m. and returned at 8 p.m. She didn't leave after the murder until the police called her for their records. Okay, got it. Finally, let's talk about Faye Ward's alibi. She lives alone in a fully equipped apartment building and didn't go out that day. She ordered delivery at both 12:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. The first floor security guard and camera both saw her picking it up. We also made sure there aren't any other ways she could have left the building. So basically, Miss Ward's alibi is the tightest. You could say that. That said, one thing is pretty strange. Faye Ward said she was with her friend at the time of the murder, but there aren't any signs of records or any signs or records of anyone else being there. Uh-huh. Is her friend imaginary? Not even on cameras? Nope. God, I wish I had money to get delivery more than once a day. I wish I had money to get delivery once a week. I don't know how people do that, man. Like, how the fuck do you get DoorDash every day? Like, the amount of money you are paying on a taxi for your burrito is just... I know I sound like a fucking boomer at this point, but... It's just mind-blowing. Just mind-blowing. Someone who's had to scrimp and save for so many years. Like, yeah. I don't understand it either. Seriously, man. Like, yeah, it's one thing if it's every once in a while, you know, you really, really don't want to go out for some reason, you know, something like that, but holy shit, every day. You don't think she's delusional or anything? Yes, I fucking do! No, we checked her medical records, there's nothing like that. Still, even with the mysterious friend thing, Faye's alibi is the strongest. Okay, got it. That's everything we have about our suspect's alibis. Very nice. Anything else you want to know, Mr. Truth? Not at this moment. Alright, Amanda, let's hear about this porn you've been drawing. I think the last time I got delivery was when Persona 3 Reload came out. You know, very understandable. You have the right to remain silent to an attorney and to submit any favorable evidence you think may assist you in this case. Is all of that clear? Miss Childs. Wow, amazing! Okay, that sounds like Kuripa. I've never been in a courtroom before, it's so cool! You gonna wear one of those gray wigs? Do you have a hammer? I'll hit you with a hammer. Prosecutor, huh? Can I do an objection? Does Korea have Miranda rights? Probably something like that. This is the district prosecutor's office, not a courtroom, and judges don't wear wigs. That's a stereotype. Objection! Hell yeah. It's like I'm really in court. So cool. Can you stop joking around? This is serious. Do you have that guy walking around with a blue suit on? Can I see him? He's my idol. Holy hell. Should I bring something for him to sign? Miss Childs. Yeah. Can we be on our best behavior, please? Yeah. I really want to treat you like an adult here, so can you please cooperate? I guess. Sorry. Can we start now? Yeah. I'm exhausted. Let's take a quick break. Do you want some candy? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely how you lure her. Bring the free candy van around the corner. You know she's too stupid to stay away. Sure, help yourself. Korea had them fully implemented in 2007. Holy shit. I don't know. The more I thought about it, it could also be China. I think China has a grave sweeping day, too. My mommy always told me not to take candy from strangers. You sure? Stuff is imported from Europe. It's real good. Eh? If you don't eat it, I will. Okay, give me some! Too easy. So sweet. You know, you've... Oh, man. You know, and we aren't like that Jeffrey guy. Promise. Promise. You've got really good taste in clothing, Amanda. I know. I dress real cute, right? Where'd you learn to dress like that? It took a while. Plus, it's real hard to find clothes for big boobs. I always got laughed at in high school for that. Here comes the milk truck. It was only in college that I met a girl with the same problem as me. She taught me how to buy good clothes online that fit me, and then I realized dressing up could actually be super fun. I thought it was just a natural talent of yours. She is quite naturally talented. Chino in the corner, no! The clothes look really good, they look better on the floor, exactly. Why'd you get so nice all of a sudden, Mr. Prosecutor? Holy shit. Oh no. Eh? You can't say that. That's wrong. Yeah, I'll buy lolly. Don't do it for me. I'm just kidding, I swear. Just kidding. Good. Almost thought you were a pervert for a second. Alright, break time's over. Thanks for the little chat. You have to keep going. I mean, sorry, I know this is your job. Okay, let's never speak of that again. Thanks for saying that. Kind of puts me at ease. You're really here to protect me, huh? Unless you did the crime, then I'm here to ruin your life. Alright, break time's over. Thanks for a little chat. I have to keep going? Yeah, okay. Fuck me. Alright. So, you say you're the real face. Of course it's me. Who else would it be? What about the other two? I want to know as much as you do. Why would they pretend to be something they're not? Can you provide any proof of you being Kuripa's real face? My room is all set up for streaming, and I can log into Kuri's account. Yeah, everyone can. I've heard that's the same for everyone else, too, so can you provide any other proof? Well, we changed direction here. Can you tell me what you think about streaming? What I think about streaming? Makes me feel safe. Oh. I used to think work was really tiring, but after a while streaming into, like, sort of a comfort. Now whenever I feel lonely or sad, I always want to stream. Oh. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm spending time with my audience, or if my audience is spending time with me, correct. So yeah. Amanda, just be glad we aren't gonna Spartacus your ass. She has already been well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. If she's into it. Yeah. It is. I think it is very true that most streamers tend to get parasocial for their audiences as well. I see. Let me ask another question then. Isn't it hard to be an illustrator and a streamer at the same time? It was hard at first. We enjoy our horse hangouts, indeed. Then streaming stopped being like work to me. It's kind of a way to relax, you know? Because doing my art is so lonely, and then I can use streaming to interact with people. I got it. And I guess you can't really do your art on stream, because then it'd give it away. Alright, let's hear about your coworkers. I want to talk about your coworkers. Well, my coworkers? To make this quicker, I'll consolidate my questions a bit. Who do you think is trustworthy? Trustworthy? I guess, Prudence? Prudence Weeks? Why? She's shorter than me, so I guess that just makes me feel safer. That is some reasoning. That is definitely a reason. And hold on, she's shorter than you? I don't see much of a difference. What? He's even shorter than Kuripa's life-size cutout. I'm gonna ask what you two get up to with that cutout. Hold on, can you stand up for a second? Stand up, like this? Oh. Baby. What are you looking at? So you measure your height against that Kuripa cutout. Are you wearing those shoes? I refuse to answer that. That's something else. Anyone else you trust? I mean, Honor-chan. Okay, can you tell me why? Because Hani's super reliable. When I come across some super weird fans, I always send Hani out to deal with them. And then when it comes to work, she's the best digital modeler in the industry. And who's Kuripa's real face, you or her? Huh? Of course it's me. I have proof Hani's not it. Oh? What's the proof? Let me find it. Here. What's this? Ah. This is a screenshot Hani sent me during a meeting last year. It's a pic of her and Curry's combo together. Haha. Hani usually takes on any work that involves contacting Curry directly. Honor is in the Yakuza, confirmed. Indeed. Then she'll send me screenshots of how it went. We're not supposed to give any info on who Curry's real face is, but I guess Hani really helped out with these pics, huh? So these are records of you as Kuripa and Honor's conversations together. Yep, so I'm obviously Curry's real face, not Hani. Why can't you show me Kuripa's actual chat logs and not just a screenshot? Because Kuripa's messages were all deleted, right? Took me a while to remember that Hani sent me those screenshots. Okay. That means you trust Honor, or you don't. I trust her, definitely. It's just... Why would she pretend to be Curry's real face now? There must be some reason. Okay. Ah, I got it. Screenshots of messages sent by Honor-chan after a meeting last year provided by Amanda Childs. They show a conversation between Honor and Kuripa. Okay. I want to talk about those sleeping pills again. Sleeping pills? Okay. Oh yeah, we caught her in a lie with the sleeping pills, didn't we? According to your previous statement, you don't possess or use sleeping pills. Is that right? Right. I don't have trouble sleeping, so I don't really need them. Yet Honor-chan mentioned that you gave her some. Huh? No, I didn't? You've never given Honor-chan sleeping pills? No, I don't even have any, so how could I? Maybe Hani said the wrong person? Alright then, thank you. No problem. Uh-huh. Okay. I want to confirm something with you. Confirm what? On a Tuesday in late March, you had a very long meeting with Mr. C, where you were threatened and said you might quit. Can we talk about that? It was already all settled. It has nothing to do with the case. Mr. C is dead now. Unless that's what you mean by settled? Of course not! Well, if we can't talk about that, it'll be hard for me to determine whether it really has nothing to do with the case or not. Fine, I messed up at work. Huh? I was drawing a picture for some future merch. I flipped Curry's left and right hands. Since we already got it printed, we had to throw everything out, and Mr. C wasn't happy. Is that why he threatened you? He didn't threaten me. I just made that up to Sophie. I was so nervous after hearing how much money I cost the company. But it has nothing to do with the case. I even told Mr. C he could dock some of my salary to pay for it. Really? Thank you, got it. Misty Ryu could probably confirm or deny this, yeah. So tired. What do you want to eat tonight? Fried rice? Ah, too oily. Ramen? Just ate that last week. Holy crap, then you choose. No! No, 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 no. You were going to be waiting until the end of time, my dude. Yeah, you swap the hands. Definitely not Gemini. Definitely not. You're going to be waiting until the end of time, my dude. She wants you to choose. Hey, Justin. Kuripa's streaming. What? Oh. Important announcement. Haven't we suspended her account? No, not until we get a search warrant. We figured they'd stop streaming for the time being. Important announcement. What's she going to say? I'm the Kuripa. Catch me if you can. Hey all, it's Kuripa. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. Tonight's stream might be a bit uncomfortable for some of you, and Curry's sorry for that. But Curry has to announce something very important tonight. I, Kuripa, may be forced to graduate from Lillian soon and leave the company. The reason being, on the night of April 20th, the last time Curry streamed, our beloved boss and company founder was murdered in his own office. Okay, well, we're getting it right out there. Curry has unfortunately been targeted as a suspect and is currently under investigation. That is why, until tonight, you haven't been hearing anything from Curry. Although Curry has been labeled a suspect, none of you have to worry. Give me which suspect is here now. See who's doing the bit, right? Curry was streaming at the time of the murder, so there's no way I could have done it. I'm sure all of Curry's little carriers can band together and support Curry on that, right? Virus carriers. Now, what makes Curry most nervous is there are people out there pretending to be me. They're taking advantage of Curry's secret identity to pose as Curry's real face and secure an alibi. And these are people who've always stood by Curry's side. Curry never thought she'd have to doubt her very own family. It's all because of you that Curry's been able to get through all of this. You're all the best little carriers Curry could ask for. Would you mind chatting with Curry to keep her spirits up? Curry did nothing wrong! Curry's just too stressed out. She needs her carrier's support. Curry clearly doesn't have a lawyer, at least one she's listening to. Clearly. How about just explaining things to the audience? I don't think it would be that easy. She streamed without the authorities' permission. She doesn't want us to know who the real face is. Alright. What's this graduation she just mentioned? She's a student? VTubers use the word graduation to refer to something like retirement. It's a sad thing for fans to hear their favorite VTuber is graduating. It's pretty serious, actually. But she really didn't need to bring that up just now. Unless she has other motives? Notify the police and get ready to contact anyone suspicious after the stream. I'm going to call everyone and see who doesn't answer the phone. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, how can I confirm the stream is actually live and not pre-recorded? You can interact with her in the live chat. She's answering comments right now. Let me give it a try. Can't believe this. Is everyone okay? Thanks for your support. Curry isn't a bad person. Don't be afraid, we're here. Even family can turn bad. Curry can't say much right now because everything's under investigation. What's the murder weapon? But Curry saw everyone at the office before. They're all, oh, that's getting filtered. That's getting filtered. You idiot! Why didn't you donate? Why would I spend money? You have to. That's like the basics of basics. Yeah, dude, too direct. Yeah, don't know a large amount. She must react to that, exactly. Do you not see how many comments are whizzing by? How would you even expect her to see your comment like this? The more you donate, the more likely she'll answer your question. Seriously? Fine, at least it's not coming out of my pocket. Yeah! Make the taxpayer simp for Kuripa. Why would Curry be a suspect too? Actually, every employee at Lillian is a suspect. Curry's sure it's just part of their procedure. There's nothing to worry about, everyone. Holy shit, how bad do we want it? Let's go for that red. What's the murder weapon? Curry doesn't know. There's a suspicious knife found at the scene of the crime. That's probably not the murder weapon. Is this a graduation announcement? It's not. Curry just wants to tell everyone what's happening. That's why Curry started the sneaky stream. Curry actually didn't get permission for this. Hee hee. I'm so sorry. Please keep us updated. We'll all wait for you to return. Thank you. Even though this has been difficult for me, Curry will do her best to come back to her carriers as soon as she can. Please wait for me. Has your account been locked by the police? No, it hasn't. That said, Curry should be careful with what she says. That's why there hasn't been any info. Curry's so sorry to make her carriers worry. Will you still stream in the future? Of course I will. Curry can't wait to come back and play games with all of you. Can't believe this dude's YouTube username isn't just his real name, right? Please wait for me. Or just some, like, really cringy prosecutor thing, you know, like, Godly Prosecutor 2920. Something like that. Yeah, with how much of a moron he is, right? Curry will return. Oh, boy. We probably don't need to go too crazy, right? Is Curry just one person? Yeah, I don't think she's responding to that one. Is Curry just one person? Yes. Curry's longtime carriers may know that Curry uses a vocoder. This is how other people might be able to impersonate me. But Curry has only one real face. That means only one person has been making friends with all of you this whole time. Rest assured. Who's the imposter? That delay tells something. Who's the imposter? XYZ001, you're one of the authorities, aren't you? Glowy detected. Are you the prosecutor? Rip. Curry might have said too much. Either way, Curry's already answered all of your questions. Finally, Curry wants to remind all of her carriers. Aha, so Curry has already answered all of my questions. So then that would be one of the ones I talked to today. Not to believe every conspiracy and rumor that starts popping up. Only Curry's words are the truth, remember that. Anyhow, Curry will do her best to set things right and get back to streaming as soon as possible. That's all for today's stream. Good night and carry on, everyone. Telling us to wrap this up as soon as possible? Yeah, we had a chance that we blew it, not even blew it. Fucking Czar Bomb blew our cover, yeah. The last stream garnered a ton of attention from the media. It was even on the front page of a number of different publications. They're feeling the pressure up top, so they want us to finish up ASAP. We don't have enough evidence to make a conviction. How can we wrap it up? Maybe they could let me take matters into my own hands then. We can't just ignore them. Mr. Truth, test results are out. This is a bad time. The vibe in here's a bit off. Yeah, don't worry about that. What test and what results? Curry's actually streamed on the company's YouTube, right? Really? Like this company? I'm gonna have to check that out. The game companies, that is. Aha! Prints on the knife are the same as we collected previously. Trace blood on the blade has been confirmed to be the victim's. Also, analysis of the wound shows the incision doesn't exactly match those that would normally come from a paring knife. Yeah, very interesting that Curry knew that that's probably not the murder weapon, right? I'm sorry, prosecutor. Let me get this straight. You said the paring knife shows traces of the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints, but the wound doesn't actually match up with the knife? I don't think you're going to get much out of it because it's all in Chinese. Yeah, fair enough. Yes, that's correct. Still, those test results do point to the paring knife being the most likely murder weapon as of right now. Justin, you're not thinking. If our little mock trial could push this case forward, then bringing this to actual court might not be such a bad idea. Accused feature unlocked. How did it go contacting everyone after the surprise stream? Only 2 people answered the phone during the stream, Prudence Weeks and Mr. Ryu. Both of them were at home during the stream, and to confirm that they were together, the police had them switch phones. So our 3 suspects claiming to be Kuripa's real face didn't answer the phone. Great. How was the response online? Pretty lively, to say the least. Experts started doxing Lillian employees and guessing who the killer was. Lillian is good at protecting his employees' privacy, though, so I haven't seen anything convincing pop up online. Alright. Thanks, Emily. Alright. Kuripa's basic info, height, weight, and so on. Thanks, you're a huge help. Alright. So is it right that some VTubers put their schedules up online for everyone to see? Well, you know about that, huh? Not bad, Justin. Turns out posting your weekly schedule was started by a detective, but not everyone does that. Some people just stream whenever they feel like it. Does Kuripa do that? Yep, she posts her weekly schedule. Can you look into it for me, please? Yeah, I'll find some time. Don't underestimate the power of viewer ops. And true. Yeah, let's have a look at her, Sophia Lore asked Honor Chen when she would be finished with a certain image and whether or not she could finish early. Kuripa's stream that day was general chat. Sophia Lore sent multiple images of 3D models to Honor Chen asking her to fix some issues. Kuripa was playing an action game on stream that day. Sophia Lore asked Honor Chen about the progress of Kuripa's chibi model and whether or not she could add wings. Kuripa's stream that day was titled Secrets Revealed, exclusive interview with the creator of today's hottest game. Alright, basic info of Kuripa, let's see. She is a computer virus, born on July 1st, height 150 centimeters, weight 0.004 kilograms, fan nickname Carriers, handle Catch Kuripa, and fan art Kuripa art. Oh, come on, you gotta do Kuripa art. Kuripa's greeting. Kuri, I'm the Kuripa, let's get ready to roll. Kuripa's sign off. Thanks for keeping me company, everyone. See you next time. Catch me if you can. Kuripa's CP. Does mean who she's coupled up with, Justin? Kuripa's semi-official CP is her agent, Wild Goose, whose real identity is Sophia Lore. Aha. Kuripa Model 2.0. New expressions, hard eyes, evil face, sleepy. New actions, wave, shake. Okay. Oh, I can't take a closer look at the illegal merch? Damn. Honor Chen received 2 sleeping pills from Amanda Childs a month ago. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Claims she was in her room working from 7 p.m. onwards. Family members saw her go to the bathroom at 8:40 p.m. 12:30 a.m. she was spotted by debt collectors at the entrance of her home. We, however, have found broken leaves in her room, hinting that she may have climbed through the window at some point. Suspicious as fuck. At 2 p.m. she was seen in front of the 4th floor elevator, but turned around and walked away without using it. After that, she didn't appear on camera again. The camera directed at her floor's emergency exit was broken on April 17th. Police suspect she left through there. Gotcha. Right. Okay. If you did take a closer look, I'd do the classic backhand smack to the head. Yeah, well. Faye Ward has agreed to testify against Sophia Lore in court, right? Oh! I have a bunch of marshmallows. Any tips for storing your clothes? I have so much clothing it's falling out of my closet. Kuripa said she doesn't have much clothing, so doesn't have any tips, but she can't stand girls who throw their underwear around their room. A viewer then said they heard one of Kuripa's coworkers had great boobs, so the conversation shifted towards that. Ah, that would be Amanda. Would you rather live with an AI who is amazing at cooking or a VTuber who can't cook but sings really well? Kuripa chose the AI, saying she'd love to just lie on the couch all day and have an AI take care of her. The discussion then changed to certain VTubers who have amazing voices, with viewers saying if they were roommates, theirs would constantly be pregnant. If you found out your neighbor was a fan and even hung your poster on their door, would you be happy or would you move? Kuripa said she would be flattered, but would also slowly start moving her stuff out, then quietly move away when they weren't home. She said she would worry about her safety because the sound insulation in her apartment isn't good. You know, understandable. Do you wear clothing as pajamas or do you buy actual pajamas? Rippa says she uses old clothes and that usually at home she just wears a t-shirt without pants. If it's cold, she'll wear socks. After that, they chat about pajamas for a while. Okay. So yeah, we need to talk to Misty. There's actually a lot we need to talk about with Misty. Why so serious? Lighten up every once in a while. Wait, why not ask third-party like family or friends to verify they stream? Yeah, you would think. You would think. Alright, yeah, there's a lot we need to verify with Misty. She's probably not going to tell us shit, but there's a lot we need to verify. So last time wasn't normal procedure, huh? Last time was a special situation, but I still went by protocol. You didn't read us our rights, did you? As for you, my goal here is to catch a killer. For that, I need everyone to cooperate so I can collect information and come to a conclusion. I know you're very smart, but I don't know why you constantly seem to antagonize me. This should be very straightforward for you, unless for some reason you don't want me finding Mr. C's killer. You're starting to assert yourself, I see. My job is to catch a killer, and I take that very seriously. Sorry, it's a bad habit I have. Sometimes when I get anxious, I talk back. Helps me feel in control. Now that I said that, will you go easy on me? I want the killer to be caught as much as you do. Trust me on that. Well, then you might want to start cooperating. So I'm the one under scrutiny today, huh? Oh yes. Guess you are a real prosecutor after all. Let's just get started. yeah, we've got a lot to talk about with you. Oh, yes. Break in here? Very suspicious. Trying to get more info out of me while my balls are down. Hey, you don't have to make me sound so conniving, but yeah, pretty much. Oh, wow. Didn't think you'd actually admit it. Why? Already figured out I can't deal with you like I would a normal person. Well, that stings. I'm still a human being, you know, are ya? Since you've already caught on, go ahead and tell me a few deep, dark secrets. What do you want to know? How about my relationship with my boyfriend? Sure. I'm actually pretty curious if you and your boyfriend argue. Nope. My boyfriend's super boring, actually. He barely understands what I'm talking about most of the time. Can't keep up. Is your boyfriend a dog? So I usually just listen to him or do whatever he's interested in. Does that make you happy? I've never felt happy dating somebody. Isn't that normal? My boyfriend has always been like that. Wouldn't you want to be with someone if you like their company? Nope. Guys are interested in me, so I pick the one that's least annoying and does what I say. Damn. Better than being single. Would it offend you if I called them tools? Nope, that's pretty much what they are. It's not like you never actually really put your trust in a man, right? Yeah, they're all just thinking about their you-know-whats. Giga Stacy. So you're the type that would betray your own sex just to please me. Just saying how I feel, I'm not betraying anybody. Really? Suspicious? Very suspicious. Anyway, it's not really their fault. It's just hard for me to open up to somebody. I mean, I've seen my dad openly betray my mom. Traitors should all go to hell. Indeed. I think I've said too much. Just be careful and find the killer, okay? We were just chatting. Being with you is more fun than being with my boyfriend. I mean, talking with me, then it's my pleasure. Let's keep it at that, then. Or let's keep at it, then. I feel a little better than before. Alright. So who do you think the real face is? So tell me, who's Kuripa's real face? I haven't seen a search warrant. I haven't gotten it approved yet. Oh my god, you actually submitted it and didn't get it approved? Again, any judge is going to sign that in an instant. But knowing Kuripa's real face is key to solving this case. Can't you see that? Okay, I get it now. Playing a game with me. What game? For you, keeping Kuripa's real face a secret is more important than finding the killer. For one reason or another, you're adamant about keeping me in the dark. And that reason is... keeping silent gives you the upper hand. Mr. C was Kuripa's real face, or all three of them are her real face. I think it's mostly just, yeah, it gives her the upper hand. Keeping silent gives you the upper hand. Still not talking? I have to say, from all our time together, I can tell you're a very clear-headed, smart woman. Legal system in this precinct must be hella backed up, right? If we worked together, we'd have this case solved before dinner. If you're really going to play this game with me, then game on. Of all the prosecutors that could have been put on this case, I'm really glad it's you, because you're an idiot. Because you're an idiot. Thank you. I wish I could say the same about you. We talk about your coworkers. What do you want to know? Who do you think is trustworthy and who isn't? There's more to what Honor was talking about last time. More to what? She said she smoothed things over with Boss Man. That may be true, but she was still angry. How do you know that? Remember, it was April 6th. Honor and Boss Man were both in the office. I came out of the bathroom and saw Honor peeking into Boss Man's break room through the blinds. When she saw me, she immediately backed away. Then we passed each other and I could tell she was fuming mad. What was she looking at in Mr. C's break room? Well, I walked by and peeked in there myself. Saw Mr. C reading Kuripa's fan-made adult manga! Okay. That night, Honor stayed latest in the office before leaving. But first, she went into Mr. C's break room and took that manga. She read a little bit, then started flipping out and breaking stuff. She ripped the manga apart, smashed a potted plant, and even broke a bunch of stuff on her own desk. How do you know? That's hard to miss. I checked the security footage the next day, since that plant was mine. I told Boss Man about it, and he said he'd take care of it. Do you have proof? Yep, I have images from that security footage. Hell yeah. Honor breaking shit. Here. Yeah! So you're saying Mr. C was selling this adult manga and Honor Chen may have wanted to harm him because of that? It surprised me, actually. Honor can be a bit direct, but she never usually makes a scene. Even when a fan pisses her off, she thinks twice before arguing with them. Guess that means this really, really pissed her off. Misty, omitting information from law is a crime. It's true. Can you tell me about that adult comic? I remember you said you hadn't seen it yourself. She does have the right to remain silent, though. She doesn't have to answer my questions. One day it just appeared in Boss Man's office. I don't know when. Maybe when I wasn't there. It was actually earlier than I thought. I figured printing it would take longer. So yeah, I knew it was in his office, but I didn't go read it. Okay, got it. Anything else you want to say? I think Prudence and Sophie are trustworthy. Why? If I didn't trust Prudence, I wouldn't be living with her. Sophie, she can be a little calculated, but the company is always her first priority, right? Honor Chen might be off limits since when comparing height, she's taller. I mean, yeah. A real person's vitals don't really have to match up with the VTuber character they're portraying, but yeah. Alright then, thank you. Office Tantrum. From security camera footage, Mr. Ryu discovered that on April 6th, Honor Chen stayed at the office after everyone else went home, finding the adult Kuripa manga in Mr. C's office. Yeah, this made her angry, and in a sudden rage, Honor Chen began destroying everything around her. Miss Weeks said you're her roommate? Yeah, we live together. See her on the night of April 20th? Yep, I came home around 10:30 p.m. and she was there. Did you know if Prudence was home before that? I assume she was. She doesn't go out much. I mean, I'm assuming all of them weigh more than, 0.004 kilograms. Yeah. I can only be sure about 10:30 and after. Okay then. Thank you. What happened with Molly? Yeah. Miss Weeks mentioned your missing cat. Because that happened at the same time as the murder. Could you confirm some details for me? About Molly? Okay. Came back home from a date with my boyfriend around 10:30 p.m. and bumped into Prudence right outside our door. She looked panicked. She said she just woke up from a nap and couldn't find Molly, and one of the living room windows was open, so she was afraid she got out. Even though Molly's my cat, she's actually closer with Prudence, so she was really upset about it. Figured her being so upset wouldn't help find Molly, so I tried to calm her down first. She cried on the couch for a while, then fell asleep. She fell asleep, really? Yeah, I guess she was so exhausted from crying and worrying. Thought that might be for the best, since there wasn't much she could do anyways. God, she is just a useless little moe ball. So I put up some missing cat posts online and then went out to look for her, but couldn't find her anywhere. The cat did it. The cat fucking did it. You know the cat fucking did it. It's already late, around 12:30 p.m., so I figured I'd deal with it the next day. I knew the next day at the office Mr. C would... Is this the first time Molly went missing? Nah, she's run out before, so I wasn't that nervous about it. But it was the first time with Prudence around. Alright then, thank you. Yeah, tell me about the drawing mistake Amanda made. Amanda Child said that she cost the company money because she made a mistake while drawing up some merch, and all that merch had to be trashed. Huh? Why do you look surprised? We haven't had to throw out any merch lately. Amanda told you that. She said she mixed up Kuripa's left and right hands. Hold on, can I bring it up on my phone? I have all the images. Sure. Let me see. Nope, nothing with flip-flopped hands. Okay, Amanda's doing a lot of fucking lying. Amanda is doing a lot of lying. Said she told Mr. C he could dock some of her salary to pay for it. That doesn't ring a bell? So she had a little issue with Boss Man, huh? She's lying. Nobody messed up any hands, we haven't trashed any merch, and Mr. C never said anything about docking anyone's salary. Got it, thanks. Could you tell me where you were on May 21st? At home with Prudence. We both answered the phone. Why do you need to ask? Unless you need to explore something further. I feel like if we're too pathetic, then that's just playing right into her hands, right? All part of the investigation, ma'am. All part of the investigation. I'll just play along this time. Want to ask about... Oh, no, dude, don't make this any worse. Don't make this any worse for yourself. No. I want to ask about viewer XYZ0OI. I'm sure you saw the streams. What do you think about their interaction with Kuripa? I think you, prosecutor, were talking with Kuripa on her stream. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Sure. Did you get the information you wanted? I think it's strange that Kuripa was doubting the potential murder weapon. Is it? You didn't find any suspicious fingerprints on it, did you? It was weird the paring knife was left on Prudence's desk. Who knows if you could even trust whatever fingerprints were left on that thing. If it were me, I'd doubt it too. I see. Got it. Alright. Sophie last. If I was there, I would have given him the slap of God for blowing our cover that hard, seriously. Coming here always makes me so nervous. Isn't this your first time here? I just mean I don't like feeling interrogated. If I'll say the wrong thing, then my heart starts beating really fast. Only the wrong thing you could say is a lie. Remember the prosecutor's office having a really nice, comfy room. Can we switch to that room, Mr. Truth? That room is for very special cases only, and unfortunately this one doesn't fit the bill. But I can be nice as long as you're cooperative. Hey, I'm always cooperative. Especially in okay! Can you take this seriously, Miss Allure? This is a murder case, remember? Oops, I've been reprimanded. Sorry. Let's get started. Yeah, let's encourage the cougar here. Let's take a rest. A rest? Yeah, in that special room. Would that rest be individually or together? Together. Yeah? Secretary Close didn't try to stop us. Is this a trap? No, I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Let's not. By the way, don't you have a boyfriend? What do you think about you seducing other men? I think seducing is a bit much. I dislike flirting. Same difference. It's not the same. Seduction is with intention. Flirting is just for fun. Life is already hard enough. Shouldn't we have fun with each other while we can? Aha. Yeah, I'm sure your boyfriend loves that. Yeah, seems like your boyfriend is pretty open-minded then. If he couldn't even handle a little outside flirting, then I don't think I'd be with him, would I? What do you think, Mr. Truth? Do you not like women as outgoing as I am? I like that you know your own strengths, yeah. Thank you. You know, if you were a bit more direct, I might actually fall for you. We all rested up then? Nice. Alright. It's me. Those two are the fakers. Why would they lie? For an alibi, I guess. The murder and stream overlaps was the perfect alibi. Plus, Curry's real face is a secret, so they could use that to their advantage. Can you prove that you're her real face? I can give you all of Curry's info, her business deals, stream contents, interaction with regular fans, etc. You're her manager, you should know that shit. Yeah, isn't this information public? Yes. I'm afraid it doesn't count as proof. Is there anything else you could use? I don't know what you want me to do. Let me ask you a different question. What does this streaming job mean to you? That's just work. Expand upon that a bit, please. When I started at this company, it was just as a virtual idol. Only after Curry started to grow did I talk to Mr. C and start working as her manager, too. So streaming as Kuripa is just part of the job. You could say that, but don't get me wrong. I enjoy being Kuripa, especially the safe distance I can keep from fans. I have enough interpersonal relationships to deal with at the office. If I actually had to interact with fans on any real level, that'd be way too much for me. I think that's way too much for most people. But your people skills are pretty good, right? Is that the vibe I give you? I think I'm more stressed out than you think I am. Yeah, sorry. Last question. Does streaming conflict with your management work at all? Good question. Not really. Sometimes it actually helps. How? I can tell clients I have to check with Kuripa, who's actually me, so I can just procrastinate for a little bit. Nice. Streaming itself can still be pretty stressful, but the good outweighs the bad. Alright then, thank you. Amanda and Hani, of course. How can they be Kuripa's real face? They're so suspicious. Can you prove it's not them? Sure, I actually came prepared for that. On April 1st, Kuripa was supposed to do a stream a sponsored mobile game, but there was an issue with the stream. Oh? Our client mixed up our info with an adult streamer's. So we were told to use sexual innuendos to introduce the game. That's quite the mix-up. I checked with them 3 times and told them we don't do adult streams. They still messed up, and we didn't catch their mistake until the day of the stream. So I was pissed, obviously, and argued with our client for ages. This sounds very rough, yeah. How does that prove Amanda or Honor aren't Kuripa's real face? True. Because I'm the only one who knows about the client's mess-up. I mean, I've complained with everyone before about how tiring that stream was, but they don't know it's because I actually had to do the stream. I see. Maybe if you weren't Kuripa, it still made sense for you to know about that mix-up since you're her agent. You're very particular. Let me put it this way. If I can prove the other two aren't her real face, then doesn't that mean I am? Not necessarily. I'll think about it, thank you. April Fool's incident. Oh, she played the sausage game! An incident that happened during Kuripa's stream on April 1st after mistakenly receiving the wrong script. Sophie Lure has said only her and Kuripa's real face know about this. So, yeah, interesting stuff about the paring knife. I'm gonna follow up on some of the things you said. What kind of things? Last time you said you're the only one that uses that paring knife. That's what I thought, but it seems Hani uses it sometimes too. Also heard that others have used it. Do you want to guess who? No idea. Would you like to tell me? I've heard you occasionally tell Prudence Weeks to cut fruit for you. Oh, so you've heard. Care to explain? Not much to explain. Just our office culture, and I don't think that's something you really need to know about. Your office culture, meaning... telling the newbies to cut fruit. Ha, that's what you call culture. Hey, I mean, there is much stupider office culture than that. Maybe custom is a better word? I didn't mention it in case it muddied up your investigation. Actually, you not telling us was way worse. Sorry, I had good intentions, I swear. I'll do better next time. Great, thanks. So what was the point of that surprise stream? You're a tough interrogator, you know that. You know my job was originally streaming, right? Aren't you concerned with confidentiality? Maybe I've changed my mind. I don't see this investigation having much of a negative impact on Curry's image. If we need to stop streaming for a while, we have to announce a reason, and important announcements always get the most views. In the long run, the positives outweigh the negatives. That's why I'm a streamer. Answer your question, just in truth. This is a murder case. Can you please not be thinking about business? Oh, come on, I'm helping you, aren't I? After I did that surprise stream, the other two let their guard down. Proves they're not Kuripa's real face, right? Keeping quiet? Seems like those two are more calculating than I thought. Miss Allure, what are you hiding? You want to know. Call me Sophie, then I'll tell you. God, I cannot say no to a woman when she's looking at me like that. Okay, Sophie. Tell me, Sophie. Ooh! I've never been more attracted to you, just in truth. Stop looking at me with those deep lustful eyes. It's making me shy. Tell me! Listen, I want to catch the killer, too. My boss has been killed, and someone's pretending to be me for an alibi. You think I'd just roll over? So I'll use my own tactics to suss them out if I have to. D to the rug, and then G to the R to the monkey, you... Dear Lord. I cannot even begin to imagine. Relationships aren't instantaneous, you know. Things take a while to really heat up. Why don't you prove to me that you're trustworthy, just in truth? I want to ask about viewer XYZ001. What a cute question. It was you, wasn't it? Don't know what you're talking about. Sure. You asked about the murder weapon. You said, I don't know. There was a suspicious knife at the scene of the crime, but I don't think that was the murder weapon. Because I used that paring knife the most. If that's the murder weapon, then wouldn't I be the most suspicious? When you were asked, who's the imposter? And you replied, I already answered that. What did you mean by that? Do you remember who I said were the most suspicious during my statement? Your family. Alright, my mom and dad, that being Amanda and Honor. They're the fakers. Okay, got it. The thing you asked me to investigate before is done. I've updated it in the notebook. There's a lot, so check it yourself. April 17th was meant to be a collab, but was changed to general chat at the last minute, right? not always say the same thing. If you have a problem with do it yourself. Okay, so nothing more for you to check out. I think we could summon the suspects back and ask them about Kuripa's surprise stream. Who knows what the heck that stream was all about? And who knew the suits up top would give us pressure to wrap this case up ASAP? Do you have a handle on who to accuse, Justin? Aha! Yeah, I could take a hit. What do you think? I know we want to accuse the murderer, but maybe we could also consider who's most likely lying about being the real face? We have 3 women claiming to be Kuripa, so 2 are obviously lying. Amanda Childs has lied a lot. I don't think there's enough evidence. I'm afraid if we went to trial right now, we wouldn't succeed. Try checking whether you have any loose leads, and remember to ask me or Detective Haas if you need any help. Yeah, let's summon them all and ask about the surprise stream. So what was the point of that surprise stream? Surprise stream? Why do you look so nervous all of a sudden? Nervous? I'm not! Are you Kuripa's real face? Of course I am. So why would you do a surprise stream while a murder is being investigated? Was to bait the killer. Aha. I figure someone must have been lying. At least Sophie and Honey weren't telling the truth. So I thought I'd do an unscheduled stream to catch the killer with their pants down. I thought if I just compared what everyone said, there would definitely be some contradictions. That's what I thought anyway. So, sorry, I should have made sure it was okay first. I want to ask about viewer dumbass. Eh? That was you, right? I'm not sure what you mean. When you asked about the murder weapon, you said, I don't know, there was a suspicious knife at the scene of the crime, but I don't think that was the murder weapon. Why not? Well, it's weird that knife would be left at the scene of the crime, right? If the killer was that careless, you'd probably have more clues by now, right? He wouldn't still be interrogating us. Since you are, that probably means the killer covered their tracks pretty well. They probably wouldn't have left behind the real murder weapon, right? That's just what I think, at least. That's some pretty psychopath thinking, honestly. If you were asked, who's the imposter, and you replied, I already answered that. What do you mean by that? I was talking about a coworker. I said family, but I just meant it was a coworker so close they felt like family. Couldn't be sure 001 was Mr. Prosecutor, and since there were other viewers at the time, I could only be vague about it. So who's the imposter then? The other 2 girls. Sure. Is there anything else you can tell me about that stream? Apart from trying to rattle the killer, I also did that surprise stream to make myself feel better. Too much had happened, so I was really stressed out. I know it might seem stupid, but to a VTuber, her fans are the best friends she has. So I wanted to do a stream to help me calm down. That's pretty much it. Okay, got it. Alright. Oh yeah, we have more about the sleeping pills from you. Last time you said you got some sleeping pills from Amanda Childs, right? Yeah, so. Could you go into a little more detail about that? More detail? Around mid-March, I had really bad migraines and couldn't sleep. One day, Amanda and I were both at the office. That day, she was super busy with a draft or something, but even then, she noticed I wasn't feeling well. I told her I had a headache, and she said she had some medicine that might help me. Turned out they were sleeping pills. Sense anything off about her around that time? Off? No, she was just busy. Do you have any of it left? Maybe the box? No, sorry. Do you remember a more specific date? I remember it was a Friday, so must have been March 10th. Got it. Okay. What was the point of that surprise stream? I didn't start that stream, it was a fake. Oh, interesting. Can't trust anything said on there. Oh? You know all of us have access to Curry's account. Starting a stream during a case like this, trying to throw you off course, even spouting nonsense like she's going to graduate. You should lock them up and throw away the key. Who is them? I bet it's Sophie. She'll drum up fake news sometimes just to increase traffic. It's just like her to use a word like graduate to kick up some noise, haha. So where were you during this stream? I went out to eat and forgot to bring my phone. You guys tried to call me, right? I saw a missed call when I got back. Tell you where I went to eat. I passed a convenience store on the way. I'm probably on their cameras. Okay. Sophie's just so sketchy. I know she'll keep saying she's Curry's real face and that she did that stream. Probably something stupid like you can't trust family. But she's the real imposter. She'll just keep insisting she's not because she needs an alibi. I don't know who your other evidence points to, but as far as the surprise stream goes, it's Sophie all the way. I see. I'd like to ask you about viewer XYZ001. She didn't even see the stream. I just have to say, Sophie is very smart. 3 questions and she figured out your identity. The questions she asked in response were pretty sharp too. Like, you go outside with without your phone, right? You really have to catch her. Got it. I'll take that into consideration. Aha. Look at the suspect's alibis for the last surprise stream, please. Medical records. Okay, you have nothing more to investigate. So what about Sophia Lore? Sophie's prints are on the knife, and if the stream was fake, then she has no alibi. I think we can accuse her on the knife and her alibi. Uh-huh. Yeah, what do you think of all 3 of these? What about Honor-chan? Honor's prints are on the knife, and if the stream was fake, then she has no alibi. We could accuse her on the knife and her alibi. Okay. Let's summon the other ones and just get their thoughts on the surprise stream. Can you tell me where you were on May 21st? At home with Misty. We were watching Kuripa's stream and the phone rang. What'd you think about the stream? I thought it had been a while since I heard Kuripa's voice, I guess. That's it. I want to ask about viewer dumbass. Viewer dumbass? I'm sorry, I don't really pay attention to people's names. If it's someone Kuripa talked to during the stream, then I don't remember. That's okay, thank you. Fair enough. Oh, we can ask her more about her alibi. Just want to confirm with you one more time about the night of April 20th. Where were you? At my friend's house? With my friend? Can you give me any proof? Where is this? My apartment. This is from your apartment's CCTV on April 20th. Can you explain how you could be at your friend's house and in your own apartment building at the same time? But I was really at my friend's house. Look at this. I was with him. Where's this? This is my friend's house in VR Universe. Okay, I kind of figured as much. VR Universe? You don't know what VR Universe is? Aha, of course you dick around in VR chat all day. It's made with a brand new engine. It's VR, but it's just like real life. You can't tell the difference. So you're playing a game with your friend that night. Well, strictly speaking, it's not a game. It's more like software. So your alibi is VR. Because I was with my friend. I can prove it. I am... Yeah, let's see the ERP logs, lady. What do you think her VR chat avatar? Oh, Gura. Absolutely, Gura. I can't reveal his identity. Listen, I'm not disparaging you for what you enjoy. This is a real-life case in the real world, and I need real details. So in this case, at least, I hope you can see the difference between virtual world and the real world, okay? I'm sorry. Gura or some other lolly bait. Could you tell me where you were on May 21st? March 21st, we think? In the day of the surprise stream? Or wait, April 21st, right? I was home. Why didn't she answer the phone when the police called you? Probably because she was in VR chat. I went to the gym that afternoon and accidentally left my phone there. I mean, the gym in my apartment building. Building staff didn't find it? They did, but they didn't know whose phone it was, so they couldn't contact me. When did you notice it was missing? When I wanted to order delivery, so around 9 p.m. Do you go to the gym a lot? No, I was just suddenly in the mood that day. I figured if super introverted people could get together and climb Mountain Takao, then I should challenge myself too. Then after about 30 minutes down there, I thought, maybe I should just go back to my room. Aha. X to doubt. Oh, this is clever. Why'd you say you might graduate soon? That's because... Aha! What are you talking about? I didn't say that. Are you confusing me with someone else? I want to ask about viewer XYZ. Viewer dumbass. So, was that person Kuripa was talking to in the end you, Mr. Prosecutor? I don't know what you're talking about. I guess you wouldn't admit it even if it were you, right? I get it. Still, I think Kuripa's pretty amazing for guessing it was you. Don't know how she did that. Any opinions on their conversation? On the content of it? No, not really. Okay, then. Sussy Baka. Hey! Info on your suspect's surprise stream alibis. And me. Amanda Childs was home that day and didn't go out. Most of her family was out seeing relatives that day, so only her brother was at home with her. Brother says he was playing video games during the stream and never saw Amanda come out from her room. Does her brother know she's Kuripa's real face? So we get a cool Ace Attorney breakdown? I think we do. Says he didn't know anything about it before the murder, but never doubted his sister's reasoning. Got it. Sophie Allure was at home that night, too. Since her emergency exit camera was fixed, we confirmed she didn't go near either camera. Honor-chan went out to eat around 30 minutes before the stream. Okay, that lines up with what she told us. She ate at a popular food stand and then walked by the riverside for a bit. The stand's owner says he doesn't remember seeing her. There was too many people, but she was caught on a convenience store camera while passing by later on. Also, she said she forgot to bring her phone out, so the police didn't get a call back until 9:27 p.m. Okay, keep going. Prudence Weeks and Mr. Ryu both answered the phone during the stream. They were together at the time and switched phones to prove it. Also, the building's camera didn't catch either of them leaving. Faye Ward was at home that night too. She wasn't caught on any CCTV during the stream. She didn't answer her phone either, saying she left it in the gym that afternoon. We confirmed that was true after checking with her building staff and cameras. Okay. Thanks, Detective. I'd like you to look into Amanda Child's medical records, specifically whether or not she was ever prescribed sleeping pills. But I don't know what to do here. Yeah, let's see. Oh, what? We want to accuse the murder, but maybe we could also consider who's most likely lying about being the real face. Don't think there's enough evidence on Amanda Child. Okay. I mean, I guess we could summon... Alright, let's see. Leads. Any leads we haven't chased down. So yeah, we need some time for Zelda to go after the medical records. Tantrum. Yeah, I'd love to ask Honor more about that. Fool's incident. Fighting game, general chat changed. Okay. Horror game, general chat, Friday break, Saturday detective game, Sunday break. Okay. 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, right. Her general chat was that evening. Okay. The evening the murder took place. Brother gives her an alibi. Didn't answer the phone during the stream. Building's emergency exit security camera was fixed by the time of the stream, so we confirmed that she didn't leave her building. Didn't answer the phone during the stream. Went out to eat 30 minutes before the stream. Yeah, so that's pretty well corroborated. Answered the phone during the stream. Answered the phone during the stream. Didn't answer the phone during the stream. Was at home the whole time. Left her phone in the gym downstairs that afternoon. Corroborated by both the security guard and cameras. Hmm. Who do we think is most likely lying? So... yeah, accusing these three is inane. It has to be, like Emily said, it has to be the one we think is most likely lying about being the real face. Has no proof she is the real face. All evidence provided is already public knowledge. Streaming is just a job that she chose to do it because as Kuripa's agent gives her wiggle room to deal with when dealing with difficult clients. Mix up for April 1st stream, causing Kuripa to end up with a script meant for an adult streamer. Claims that while Honor and Amanda Childs knew there was an incident, she's the only one who knew the details, so the two of them can't be Kuripa's real face. Originally said only she uses the paring knife, now says Honor and Prudence use it as well. So yeah, she did lie a little bit about the Prudence, or about the paring knife. This surprise stream to explain to fans why she's been away, attract some traffic back to the channel, and bait out the killer. Admits to using the paring knife, but that the knife isn't the murder weapon, so using it shouldn't implicate her. Reiterated that Honor and Amanda are imposters, says she's investigating this case herself because she has a very strong belief in who's at fault. Has a boyfriend but finds sport in flirting with other men, and why is there a summary? Why is there a summary? Seems to enjoy teasing me, showing her prowess in controlling and manipulating conversation. I think I want to go with Sophie here. Actually, let's drop a save. Let's drop a save here and let's accuse Sophie. Everyone's supporting her as the culprit. Paring knife. I'll buy 2. What was it? What was it? Evidence supporting her as the culprit, so yeah, the paring knife. Is it just the alibi? So yeah, we do have that. Yeah, I guess it's probably just the alibi, right? I'm not feeling great about this. Court's about to begin. If you feeling good about it, just take it step by step for now. Hold on, what are you even doing here? What? I can't come along? Nothing to do with you. Don't you have other work to do? No, please, Emily, stay here. I'll put in overtime. Just really invested in this case, alright? So what now? Do you even have a chance to win? Honestly, the lack of evidence isn't the most difficult part of this trial. What is? The fact we have 3 people claiming to be Kuripa's real face. We have no way to explain this whole thing to the judge. It's gonna make things difficult? Well, for some witnesses, we have to avoid mentioning that the Kuripa's real face, but their testimony still has to prove the defendant isn't her real face. They can't say they're her real face, but they have to prove the defendant is. Wait, what? My brain's gonna break. It's a conundrum, huh? Yeah. Trial's about to begin. Can we actually do this? Who knows? Court will now convene with the matter of the death of Lillian Entertainment's CEO, Mr. C. Counsel, please be seated. Counsel for the prosecutors and the defense, are you ready to proceed? Hey! We actually have a sprite for Just and Truth. Prosecution's ready. Zoe Dodd, hello. Very well. Both sides may state their position. Victim in this case is the CEO of Lillian Entertainment, Mr. C. The morning of April 21st, his body was found in his office, time of death estimated to be the night before. Generic-ass male anime protag, absolutely. Wouldn't have it any other way. Various signs point to someone familiar with Mr. C and the office being the suspect, namely someone with a key, which is why we've narrowed the suspects to Lillian's 6 employees. After our investigation, we've also found that Sophie Allure is quite suspicious, which the prosecution will provide evidence for. There's 6 employees with a key to the office, so it's unreasonable to focus on Sophia Lure for that reason alone. Also, Prosecutor Truth's various signs are far too abstract. In reality, there was no evidence at the scene of the crime that directly points to Miss Allure. The defense will provide evidence proving that Miss Allure has a strong alibi, placing her away from the scene of the crime on the night of the murder. Prosecution is frankly accusing Miss Allure based on a series of false assumptions, not enough to prove any form of guilt, assumptions which we will enumerate one by one. Very well, I've taken both sides' claims into account. May the prosecution bring its first witness to the stand. State your name and occupation. Zelda Haas, detective from the 4th Criminal Investigation Division. Okay. Explain the killer's methods. The victim was poisoned and stabbed to death in his sleep. So that's probably a leading question. That's probably too open-ended. So yeah. Tell me the results of your investigation into the murder weapon. I've currently determined the murder weapon to be the paring knife found at the scene of the crime. The knife itself is property of Lillian Entertainment. The knife is tested positive for traces of Mr. C's blood and body tissue. There weren't any other knives or potential murder weapons found at the scene of the crime. Current probability of the paring knife being the murder weapon is between 35 and 55%. Alright. Whose fingerprints did you find on the knife? Found prints belonging to 4 of the 6 Lillian employees, namely Honor Chen, Prudence Weeks, Faye Ward, and Sophia Lure. Let's use all their budget on these models and run out for the background here, right? Toxicology shows sleeping pills in the victim's bloodstream. What does ingesting sleeping pills do to the body? I think that's probably leading. No signs of a struggle at the scene of the crime. Why not? I think the victim must have taken some before he was killed. Personal conjecture. Objections sustained. The witness need not answer the question. Alright. What does ingesting sleeping pills do to the body? It depends how much someone takes. Can't even fit the text within the box, right? We're so overflowing with big braininess. The amount of Mr. C's body was definitely enough to knock him out cold. I don't even think an earthquake would have woken him up. The cop should not be the one testifying on this. You need a toxicology expert. Will this amount of sleeping pills in someone's system inhibit their ability to fight back? Yeah, you'd basically be completely unable to resist anything with that amount in your system. This is most likely why there was no sign of a struggle at the crime scene. Did the ingredients of the pills found in Mr. C's body match those held by the defendant? No, probably of all the suspects in this case which were found to possess sleeping pills. The current defendant is Sophia Lure. Pills found in Mr. C's body were exactly the same ones found in her possession, yes. I know that's a side effect of being translated, yeah. Thank you. According to the police investigation, the victim ingested sleeping pills before he died. The defendant was in possession of the same type of sleeping pills, and her fingerprints were also found on the potential murder weapon. Very well. Well then, will the defense please start their cross-examination? The defense waives its right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Oh? Foregoing cross-examination will reduce the defense's... You can't tell her that! Is that okay? Anyone with a pulse can tell the prosecution's claim is full of holes, so I don't want to waste time. Okay, I understand. May the defense bring up their first witness. Letting the defendant testify on their own behalf? Isn't that dangerous? Her success rate is really high. Really? So is not cross-examining the witness? Isn't that kind of weird? Public defender Zoe Dunn. She's famous for that tactic. Don't let your guard down. State your name and occupation. Sophia Lure, talent manager at Lillian Entertainment. Who in the office uses that paring knife? I use it often. Sometimes I tell Prudence to use it too. Okay. Actually... This testimony is against the rules. No, it's not. Oh. I thought we could hit her with the, she's lying about, yeah. Alright. Use it often someday, sure. What do you do with that? Usually just to cut up fruit for everyone. You have sleeping pills because you have trouble sleeping, right? Objection. Leading question. Objection to saying the witness need not answer. So embarrassing. You're even listening, Justin? Yeah, true. That would be a leading question. Sorry. Tell us how you sleep. Not great. Maybe 4 days a week I can't get to sleep. And how do you deal with that? That kind of a leading question, too. Take sleeping pills. The ones the prosecutor mentioned. So we're clear that Miss Allure often uses both sleeping pills and the office paring knife. Yet those two connections do not mean Miss Allure is a murderer. That is all. Very well, I understand. God, hit me right where it hurts. Told you she's a tricky one. Prosecution may begin cross-examining the witness. Alright. Press on sleeping buddy? What? Press on ordering others around. Press on other uses for the knife. Press on frequency of insomnia. Mention Prudence Weeks. Remind us who she is. Prudence works at Lillian. She's in charge of merch. Said you tell her to use the paring knife sometimes. Why? When guests come to the office, I have her cut up fruit, since I'm usually in charge of hosting them. Why can't you do it yourself? Because Prudence is newer than me and she's easy to order around. When I first asked you who used the knife in an earlier interview, you told me you're the only one who uses it. Why lie about telling Miss Weeks to use it? I didn't think that anything had anything to do with the case. Why inundate you with useless info when you've already got so much to worry about? Don't you think it's my job to determine what's useless and what's not? It's just trying to help. Sorry. Company culture to have the newest employee cut fruit. It has nothing to do with the case, so I didn't mention it. Aha! Man! It's company culture to have the newest employee cut fruit. It has nothing to do with the case, so I didn't mention it. Probably just present the paring knife? Please present this piece of evidence. Don't you think something's wrong with the witness's testimony? I don't see a problem anywhere. What? You're the only one with a problem, Truth. Did I mess up? Crap, I need to get more serious. Aha. Other uses for the knife. So to use the paring knife usually to cut fruit for everyone. What about the other times? Sometimes I use it to cut almonds into the shape of a bunny. Amanda likes watching me do this. She'll say I'm amazing and that I'm the best artist around and whoever marries me is the luckiest man in the world. I like hearing her say that stuff, so I'll do it for her occasionally. So you say you're very good with a knife then? Or you could just say I'm very confident in being around the kitchen. If you'd like Justin Truth, maybe I could show you a few of my skills. Yeah, objection. Irrelevant. Objection sustained. Prosecution cannot accept a date in the courtroom. Ah, what a shame. Never gonna accept, alright? Amanda loves watching me do that. Yeah, I know. You can't sleep 4 days a week? That's a pretty high number. Yeah, it is what it is. My work makes people happy, but it's stressful too. You seen the doctor about that? You looking out for me, Justin Truth? Yeah. Unexpected concern always catches girls off guard. You bad boy. Yeah, objection. Gross flirting! Objection! Put objection to everything. Plus she was flirting, not me. Objection sustained. Please do not flirt with the witness, Mr. Truth. Hey, fuck you! Your Honor! Let's get back to the case. You use her hospital records as a jumping off point. She didn't do that on purpose, did she? Happy that I'm nice and healthy, huh? You bad boy. working at home at the time of the murder, lives alone, so no alibi. Huh. I don't know what to press her on here. Has a habit of taking sleeping pills. So we know Faye Ward is going to testify against her. But I don't know where to use her. She works from home. Why would she have issues with sleeping? She could. Some people just have insomnia, you know? Mentioned sleeping with someone. Irrelevant. Oh, come on, I wasn't even done with my question. Please let the cross-prosecution finish his question first. Use the word sleeping buddy and not partner. Does it mean you're not romantically involved with this person? Correct. I live alone, but I like bringing people over to spend the night. What kind of buddies do you like to sleep with? Cute girls or bigger guys. I'll feel safe that way. I think it's cute if they snore a little, but too much and it's annoying. What if your sleeping buddies can't sleep? What will you do? Sounds like you're trying to put words in my mouth, Mr. Truth. Does it? I won't give them sleeping pills if that's what you're hoping to hear. No, I'll have them do some exercise before bed instead. First I'll pour us both a glass of wine, then... that's enough. No more details? The judge let you ask in everything. Aha! I'm sure now this has nothing to do with the case. Thank you for cooperating. That's a shame. Yeah, I am not sure what to present evidence for. I think we might have fucked ourselves here. I feel like there's something I have to do here, right? But I'm not sure. I am not sure. Other use for the knife, frequency of insomnia. I would like to have her medical records. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, not that. Anybody have any ideas? I am very much at a loss. If we could prove somehow that she's under a lot of stress, maybe that would work. Me too. Guide States chapters, which one are we on? 2, I believe. Yeah, we're on the trial at chapter 2. And it could just be I picked the wrong thing, you know? It's kind of fucked up if it lets you get this far into it and you picked the wrong things, you know? Other uses for the knife, so... Bring others around. Company culture to have the newest employee cut fruit. It has nothing to do with the case, so I didn't mention it. I mean, this is definitely a lie we've caught her in. I mean, could I just try to bring in Faye? try that, actually. Yes, hint, please. I don't think anything's wrong here. Nothing conflicts with evidence, at least. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm done. Wasn't great for us just now. Her answers were really calculated. No further questions. Let's move forward. Next witness is... Are you a defense witness now, too? Oh, no, we're a prosecution witness again. Prove that Sophia Llerose left her home on the night of the murder. Gotcha. Authorities have investigated everyone's alibi thoroughly, right? Of course, that's our job. Where does the defendant live? Objection. Oh. Unrelated to the case, prosecution being too flirty. Why are you objecting? Doesn't matter who objects, just change your question. Alright, what kind of place does the defendant live in? The defendant lives on the fourth floor of a fully equipped apartment building. There are 2 exits and entrances to the building, with the front entrance being under 24-hour surveillance. There's also a security camera at the main area of each floor and inside the elevator. Pretty fancy building, to be honest. Makes me kind of jealous. Hey, tell me about the building's security system. The defendant appeared on the building's CCTV 3 times that day. First 2 times were 11:22, 11:43. Yep. The defendant went to get food. Third time was 9:02 p.m. Aha, we have an image. She walked over to the elevator, lifted her hand to push the call button, but then after hesitating for a moment decided not to push it. Instead, she turned and walked back the way she came. Any exits from the defendant's building that aren't covered by a camera? Potentially. You can leave from the emergency exit on any floor. There are cameras there, but the one on the defendant's floor broke 3 days before the murder. So yes, the defendant could have left from the emergency exit on the night of the crime, which is something we've already confirmed and logged. Any evidence that points to the defendant potentially leaving through the emergency exit? Yes. We found the defendant's fingerprints on the latch leading out to the emergency staircase and the banister leading down. Excellent. The defendant wanted to leave her apartment building at 9:02 p.m. on the night of the murder. She decided against using the elevator, however. Could she have used the emergency staircase instead? Her fingerprints on the banister make a real possibility, conflicting with the defendant's claim that she didn't leave her building that night. That'll be all, Your Honor. What you got? So many holes. Thankfully, my next witness will be able to fill them all in. I'd like to call them to the stand now, Your Honor. More Sophie, okay. Where were you on the night of April 20th? I was working at home. I didn't go out that night. Can you describe your work for me, please? Is that relevant? That night I was streaming as Kuripa. I was in front of my computer all night spending time with my fans. Notice his testimony is against the rules. No, she can't reveal that she's Kuripa, right? Let me explain this to the judge. VTubers use facial recognition software to map their own face to an animated character on screen, a virtual idol of sorts. They then stream online as that character. VTubing requires a large amount of interaction with the audience, so when streaming it's not really possible to do anything else. It's kind of like a live TV broadcast, but the host doesn't show their real face. Something like that, but a VTuber can work alone from home and doesn't require a whole crew. I understand. Now, the defense would like to present evidence of 41, so Judge, where's the warrant? Exactly. Will you please tell us who is in this picture? Our company's VTuber Kuripa. What is your relationship to Kuripa? She is my virtual representation when I stream. In other words, I am Kuripa's real face. Alright. So on the night of the crime you were at home. You never entered the office, right? Uh-huh. Leading question. Yeah. When did you stream that night? From 7 to 10 p.m., okay? That night, Miss Llerose was at home streaming. Judging from the nature of the job, it requires a series of uninterrupted hours in front of the computer. Because of this, the possibility that Miss Llerose left her computer and went to the office to commit a crime is incredibly low. That'll be all, Your Honor. Witness's testimony does not prove that she is definitely Kuripa's real face. Let me remind you, Mr. Truth, determining Kuripa's real face is the prosecution's responsibility. Until you can prove who Kuripa's real face is for sure, I have no responsibility to prove that it is Miss Allure. Moreover, your previous statement cannot prove Miss Allure is the only possible murderer, can it? I agree with the defense. Prosecution have anything more to say on the matter? No. Please start your cross-examination. Now what? This isn't good for us, right? Don't worry, this is all part of my— I don't have a plan! If Sophia Allure is lying, then there's definitely an inconsistency in her testimony. We can find it and prove she's not Kuripa's real face. Alright, you can do it, Just in Truth. Streaming at home, I'm Kuripa's real face after all. We were just chatting, reading marshmallows. I was in front of the computer from 7 to 10 p.m. Remind me again what your relationship to Kuripa is. She's my virtual representation online, meaning I am her real face. You didn't say that before. Before you said you were her agent. Yes, I'm also Kuripa's agent. To be more specific, I am Kuripa as well as my own agent, but to keep my identity a secret, I only tell people about the agent part. Is it difficult to balance streaming with your agent work? To be honest, it's not easy, but it does have its advantages. If I get a less than ideal offer, I can always use checking with my client as a bargaining chip, since that client is me. What if someone's trying to reach you while you're streaming or needs you to call Kuripa on the spot? How could that happen? I'll say it again. I am Kuripa's real face. When Kuripa is streaming, I am streaming, and I'm no longer available as her agent. What you just described could never happen. I understand. Since I'm my own agent, I can plan my own activities. Of course, everyone thinks I'm only an agent. Okay. Screenshots of messages sent by Honor Chen after a meeting last year provided by Amanda Childs. See how this disproves Honor Chen as Kuripa's real face. Ah, right. Yeah, Honor Chen and Sophia Allure were chatting during a stream. Please present this piece of evidence. Don't you think something's wrong with the witness's testimony? Are you fucking serious? What? Maybe never leaving the computer, we can use that. From 7 to 10 p.m. you didn't leave your computer at all. Since I can't move my streaming setup, if I left for a long amount of time, the fans would obviously notice. I'd like to present evidence 42. Could you explain why you appeared in front of the elevator at 9:02 p.m.? I did take a short break at 9 p.m., yes. What? Psst, Emily, I'm on it. I was feeling a little out of it that night, so I originally wanted to go downstairs and grab a coffee. Didn't want to explain everything to my fans, so I just said I need to take a quick potty break. But then, as I was about to get on the elevator, I remembered I had some old coffee still in the fridge, so I just went back to drink that instead. Does that answer your question? Why were your fingerprints found on the emergency exit staircase then? Sometimes I like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, for exercise. The emergency exit? Are you serious? My fingerprints were probably left over from one of those times. As for why the camera was broken, I have no idea. Nothing to do with me. Justin, about 2 hours and 20 minutes into her stream, Kuripa took a 10-minute break. She didn't turn her model off, so I didn't notice at first. Sorry. Okay, then. Okay. This is Kuripa's real face. You must know everything about her. What kind of VTuber would I be otherwise? Let me ask you. Ooh. Who's Kuripa's CP? Wait, isn't it supposed to be her? So she would know that. Tell us some basic, tell us some basic info. For example, her height, weight, species, birthday, and age. Kuripa's a virus born on July 1st. She's 150 centimeters tall. Since she's a virus, she only weighs 0.004 kilograms. Doesn't have a specific age. She looks around 14. What are her catchphrases? Opening catchphrase is, Curry, I'm Kuripa, let's get ready to roll. No. When she signs off, she says, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Catch me if you can. Speaking of VTuber is all about making fans happy. Kriya, I'm the Kuripa. Let's get ready to roll. Oh, she actually does say that. Creeper, let's get ready to roll. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Catch me if you can. Okay, so that lines up. All right, let's hit her with that last one. Creeper is paired with Wild Goose, which is as her agent alter ego online. You're shipped with yourself? What's so weird about that? We did it on purpose. Oh, only one artist at Lilium, but fans like to see interaction between couples. So Kuripa talks about her interactions with her agent during streams, letting the fans imagine a relationship between the two of them. Since Wild Goose doesn't have to stream, I just bring up Kuripa sometimes on social media, and the fans fill in the blanks. Makes the shippers happy, it's all engineered by us. Got it, but really I need to ask. Just to confirm, are you putting yourself in a relationship with yourself? I like myself so much I shipped myself with myself, yes. What's wrong, Justin Truth? You don't like yourself? Alright, where it hurts. This woman is mean. It's alright, I like you at least. Thanks. Yeah, don't look at me. Face. Okay, I don't think there's any inconsistencies there. What was the topic of the stream that day? Reading old marshmallows and chatting with fans. What do you think? Around 30 minutes into the stream, one of the marshmallows mentioned boobs. For the next few minutes, we chatted about that. That's true. Kuripa is relatively shy and innocent when it comes to talking about sexual topics, so I basically talked about what I thought the other employees' breasts might feel like. At the time, I said I bet Wild Goose's breasts felt great, and that I'd like to touch Honor's boobs, but didn't have the guts to. Fans said they thought my mom's boobs looked nice, and I retorted, that's my mom you're talking about, hands off. So what? Not enough to prove I was the one streaming that day? You said you wanted to touch Wild Goose's breasts? Yep. You're her real face. Don't you think that's a strange thing to say? What do you mean? Saying my breasts don't look like they feel great? Shut up. That's not what I'm saying. If you have any doubt, feel free to come over and cop a feel. I'm very confident in my... Oh, dear Lord objected. Thank you, Zelda. What's this now? You have to let me try... Hey, you've had your chance on this dance. Please shut up now. Could you please stop fixating on witness's breast, Mr. Truth? What, she brought it up, not me. What was your question, Mr. Truth? Trying to ask the witness about telling the fan she wanted to touch her own breast. Base. That's so. Here I was thinking Justin Truth was trying to insult my body. To the fans, Wild Goose and Kuripa are two different people. So I don't understand how that statement was weird. In fact, I'd say I have every right to say it since I'm Wild Goose too. That's all I have to say about that. Got it. Alright, so let's see. Kuripa's stream. Taking one bathroom break at 9:20, returning at 9:30. Judging from her live interaction with fans, it couldn't have been pre-recorded. Yeah, viewer then said they heard one of Kuripa's coworkers had great boobs, so the conversation drifted towards that. I really feel like we got something here. And like, yeah, we do have that 3D model request. But where can we use this? So yeah, this is more just about caught on camera at 9:02 p.m. because I originally wanted to go downstairs for a coffee. Wait, that doesn't line up. She took a bathroom break at 9:20. Yes, you told your audience you needed to use the bathroom, but in actuality went to grab a coffee from the first floor vending machine. Then you remembered you still had some in your fridge, so went back to drink that instead. This is why you were caught on camera at 9:02 p.m.? Yes. That's odd. Yeah, okay. Well, we see from the stream that Kuripa did in fact take a bathroom break 1 hour and 20 minutes after starting, which was 9:20 p.m. You're caught on camera at 9:02 p.m. How do you explain that discrepancy? I don't know. Just remember leaving after 9. I don't remember the exact minute. What a shame. Well then, I guess it's time for the defense to present their evidence. Isn't that right, Miss Dunn? Yes, it seems the defense has their work cut out for them. Does the prosecution have any further questions? Actually, I do have more concerns regarding the real face. I'd like to call my next witness to the stand. Very well, the prosecution's next witness is... Honor Chan. Alright. Please state your name and occupation. Honor Chan, Kuripa's father and real face. Father here refers to the one who made Kuripa's 3D model. So my next witness is Lillian's own digital modeler, the one who made Kuripa. This witness also claims to be Kuripa's real face. Could there be more than one real face? No, there's only one. But for certain reasons right now, there is more than one person to be claiming to be that real face. Let me remind everyone that right now the focus of the trial is to determine the viability of the defendant's alibi, not to find Kuripa's real face. Also, the prosecution has applied to the court for a legal search warrant. I would love if the court would be able to approve that application as soon as possible. Looks we have our part to play too, you asshole. You asshole, do your fucking job. Very well, let's get back to the witness cell. It's probably just sitting on his desk. It's been sitting on that desk for like a week while he's on a fishing trip or some shit. You fucking know it. Little dickhead. You can't have Honor Chen saying she's the real face, right? Alright, so she can't prove that. So complicated. Honor Chen modeler. What kind of communication platform does Lillian use? We have a chat group on DC. It's useful since we all work from home a lot. Uh-huh. Do you read work messages at all hours or only at specific times? Not specifically. Some people even read work messages in the middle of the night. On April 3rd, Kuripa was streaming a shooting game from 6 to 8 p.m. I'd like to ask you then. Did you receive any work messages on April 3rd? Yes, I received a message from Sophie at 7 p.m. Okay, here's where the messages come into play. Has Miss Allure sent work messages during Kuripa's streams before? Yep, April 7th, 12th, and 14th. I got messages from Sophie on all those nights while Kuripa was streaming. As I said before, streaming requires a high amount of concentration. Sending the witness messages while she's streaming would break that concentration. This casts doubt on the defendant's claim of being Kuripa's real face. Are those your concluding remarks? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Will the defense cross-examine the witness? The defense waives their rights to cross-examine, Your Honor. Weird. You sure? Yes, I'll have Miss Allure personally answer the prosecution's questions herself. No need to waste time. Great. That's what the defense wishes. The next witness, please take the stand. Gee, it's Sophie again. Hi, Sophie. Did you send work messages to a coworker during Kuripa's stream on the night of April 3rd? Yes, I sent a message to Honor Chan. Is it true that in every stream there will always be a few moments of downtime? Objection! Leading question, yes. Yeah, that is a serious leading question there. Can you explain how you can send a text while streaming at the same time? There's downtime during streams. Even while playing a fast-paced game, there's loading or spectating. I could use those moments to reply to urgent work texts. Why not wait until after the stream? My memory isn't great. If I don't respond immediately, I might forget about it. So I've learned to handle those things as soon as I can. But you're just saying that you're waiting for downtime. Since you're streaming, why not send a text as your agent self and not Kuripa? Was she playing on the date of that? What was she playing? She was doing a marshmallow stream. To keep my identity a secret, even among co-workers. That's why I maintain my agent identity, even while streaming. As you've heard, Miss Allure prefers handling urgent work matters during a stream so she doesn't forget. This does not negatively impact her job as a VTuber. As such, this does not negate her claim to being Kuripa's real face. No further questions. Something's not right here. What is it, though? Justin. The prosecution cross-examined the witness? Yeah. Quit zoning out. Always be moments of downtime while streaming, and I'll use those to send messages. I like handling work immediately when it comes up, otherwise I'll forget. I use my agent identity to keep Kuripa a secret. Load the stream and check her eye tracking, see if she looked down at her phone. There you go. Explain that downtime in more detail. There's downtime during every stream. You can also just reply to messages while chatting with fans. It's pretty easy. If I'm playing a game with 2 hands, there's downtime between matches or when I'm dead. And when other people are talking during collabs, I have even more time. What will you do during these little breaks? Getting text during a stream is pretty common among all VTubers, really. It's common to get more messages from an agent during more important events. Do you send messages to Kuripa during your streams as her agent? No, I was referring to most VTubers. I'm Kuripa as well as her agent, so of course I'm not sending messages to myself. While I'm streaming, I get messages from Mr. C or event planning, etc. I said agent before, I just meant management in general. Okay, got it. Okay, so... what do we have here? So April 7th, Sophia Lure asked Honor Chen if she would be finished with a certain image and whether or not she could finish early. Sophia Lure sent multiple images of 3D models to Honor Chen asking her to fix some issues. Creeper was playing an action game. Yeah, April 12th sounds... It's about the progress of Creepa's chibi model, whether or not she could add wings. Yeah, I think the April 12th stream is probably our best bet, right? The records of a conversation provided to us by Honor Chen. 2:23 p.m. on April 12th, you talked to Honor Chen about a model and asked if she could fix some mistakes. Can you tell me what you were doing on stream that made you want to send that message? I was playing an exercise game that day and wearing a basic motion capture. No fucking way. No fucking way you're sending text messages while playing Wii Fit. During the stream, I realized that there were some issues with it, so I thought it might be the model itself, so I sent her a screen cap and asked her to fix it. Well, you're playing Wii Fit? You were exercising while sending that message? At one point, the mocap completely froze and my model just hung there all contorted and messed up. So I sent her that text while trying to fix it. Cue bullshit, I can prove it. Viewers just saw my frozen model, there wouldn't be any way for them to tell what I was doing behind the scenes. Got it. Multiple images of 3D models to Honor Chen asking to fix some issues. Alright, let's hear the other ones. 8:37 p.m. on April 7th, you asked Miss Chen when the mock-up of a new model would be finished and if she could finish it earlier. Tell me what you were doing on stream that made you want to send this message. Just announced our next event to the chat. The image I asked Honor about was going to be used during that event. Then I remembered during a meeting we said we'd run a test stream early, so I thought to text Honor. Aha. I already shared the next event with my fans, so I asked the model could be finished early. That way we could do the event early. Okay, does that line up? Yeah, that lines up. April 14th. 6:05 on April 14th, you asked Honor Chen about the status of Model Q. Specifically, she could add variations to the wing's movements. Tell us what you were doing on stream that made you want to send this message. Yeah, we're doing some free chat before the game started. I mentioned a drink I was the spokesperson for, then I remember the client asked if we could add wings to go with their theme. Damn, we got a Red Bull sponsorship? So I figured I'd ask Honor if she could make the movement a little more varied. I understand. That doesn't sound right. Secrets revealed. Exclusive interview with the creator of today's hottest game. That doesn't sound right. Didn't say it was an action game on the 12th, not an exercise game. Yeah, we could try that. Chatting before playing a game that day. When you think of an energy drink, yeah. Yeah, let's try it. April 7th sounds like the most bullshit. Yeah, okay. Good. Kripa's stream that day was titled Secrets Revealed, Exclusive Interview with the Creator of Today's Hottest Game. Yeah, so it was an interview. She wasn't playing a game. On the night, yeah, exactly. On the night of April 14th, you were chatting with your fans about a drink you were representing, which prompted you to ask Miss Chen a modeling question, right? Right. Can you tell me what game you were playing that night? A horror game where you escape a train station. Wrong-o. I'd like to present evidence 43. Kuripa's stream that night was titled Secrets Revealed, exclusive interview with the creator of today's hottest game. Miss Allure, also that night, there wasn't any free chat with fans. Get wrecked. I forgot. Interview, right, because it was another sponsor. That's why I remembered all about the drink and the wings. If you don't mind, I'd like to present some more evidence. Conversation provided by that drink company you were repping. The night of April 14th, you had a text conversation with that company for about 20 minutes! Can you explain to me how you could be interviewing a game creator and having a 20-minute conversation with a client at the same time? Honor's the one with the problem. She's the faker. How can you believe someone like her? It's one thing to masquerade as my daughter, but now you try to bring me down too? How do you explain the April 1st debacle? Did the sponsor just give us the wrong info? That's enough fighting. Right now, it's already clear that the defendant has conveniently forgotten one too many things about Kuripa. Right now, the prosecution believes the defendant potentially utilized her position as Kuripa's agent to pose as her in order to fabricate an alibi. Very well, I understand. Who's the next witness? Next witness will help me expound upon the defendant's motives, as well as the biggest reason why we doubt her innocence. There she is. Thank you for believing me. No problem, you should start explaining yourself. Or do you need a specific prompt to get started? I'll tell you everything. Just ask me what happened on the night of March 16th. Please believe me. Okay. Please don't let me down. I'm betting it all on you. Please state your name and occupation. My name is Faye Ward, Lillian's project manager. Please tell me where you were on the night of March 16th. I was organizing some documents and stayed at the office really late. Anything especially interesting you saw in those documents? Yeah, I think I figured out Mr. C's secret. I don't know why it was tucked in those documents. What's the secret you speak of? It was an insurance policy, and the beneficiary's name was Sophie Allure. Okay. What? I took a photo. Can I show you? This is Mr. C's life insurance policy. There are multiple beneficiaries written on it. Sophie Allure is listed as the primary beneficiary without any specific relationship given. I'm so surprised. I didn't think they were that close. Did Mr. C and Miss Allure have a special relationship? Well, it's like this. I was really curious, so I checked Sophie's social media, and on one of her friends' pages I saw a picture of the two of them together. Did you confirm that relationship with that friend of Miss Allure's? Yes, I messaged her, and she said Mr. C and Sophie were... Oh, okay. Speculation. What the fuck? That's not speculation! Fuck you. She did say she would use Mint to her advantage, or was it Misty? It was more Misty, but Sophie's kind of that way too. Any other proof the two of them might have been romantically involved? Yeah, a friend of Sophie commented on their photo as the most annoyingly PDA couple ever, and then she tagged Mr. C and Sophie, dear lord. Thank you. As we heard, it shows on social media that the victim and the defendant were an item. However, the defendant hasn't brought this point up in any of her testimonies. This life insurance policy states that the defendant would receive tangible benefits if the policyholder, the victim, were to die. Does this have to do with the case? I think we'd better find out. Very well, I understand the prosecution statement. Defense intend to forego cross-examination? I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Ooh, what? Seems like an important question. May the defense begin their cross-examination. Aha. Please describe how you found this insurance policy exactly. I periodically report on our stream's views and put all the info onto a file, so I was organizing everything from the previous year I came across this insurance form. It was stuck right in the middle of the other sheets, so it was pretty obvious. I have no idea why it was put there. Did you tell anyone else? I didn't tell anyone, because I didn't want to cause a scene. The policy form might still be stuck in those files. Why did you take a photo of it? Okay. Because I wanted to check if it was real or not. Did you just look into Mr. C and Miss Allura's relationship so you would have dirt on it? Okay, that's an objection. Yeah. Hypothetical question. What was it that drove you to finding out more information on Mr. C and Miss Allura's relationship? I was just really curious. I know that's wrong, but I couldn't help it. How did you know to check that mutual friend's social media page? I didn't. I just checked everyone on Sophie's friend list, one by one. By one? How much time total did you spend investigating Mr. C and Miss Allura's relationship? 1 or 2 days? I don't really remember. Witness stumbled upon a document at work completely unrelated to her job. Then she didn't report it, but instead took a picture of it and spent 2 whole days looking into the victim and Miss Allura's relationship. I think the witness's motive for doing this should be further clarified. Furthermore, we do not have any proof that this insurance form is real. The defense thinks the prosecution's claim is lacking in strong supporting evidence and does not establish Miss Allura's potential motive for murder. Bullshit! They didn't even confirm the victim and defendant's relationship. That can't be good for them. Very well, I understand. Who's the next witness, then? Before calling the next witness, the defense would like to respond to the prosecution's claim. Very well. Prosecution casted doubts on whether Miss Allura's Kuripa's real face, doubts which have been supported by reliable evidence. What? Hold on, this isn't what we agreed on. That was before you lied to me. But you did, so now I'm doing this my own way. I want to change defense attorneys. Oh? What is the defendant's reasoning for requesting this change? Because it's devastating to my case. She doesn't believe me. She's not going by what we agreed to. Well, from the court's perspective, everything the defense has done and said so far has been to uphold the defendant's position. As such, the court thinks changing defense attorneys would not be beneficial to the defendant. Request denied. May the defense please continue. Thank you. The defense believes Miss Allura's claim to being Kuripa's real face does not hold water and would like to rescind that statement. Isn't that good for us? Why do I have a bad feeling about this? The defense would like to question its last witness. Huh. Why are you helping the enemy? Huh? You're the prosecution's witness. She's a cop. Because Zoe said she'd go on a date with me. Could you please not be so easily bribed? You're a detective. She's a cop. Either side can use her. Please be quiet, Mr. Truth. Sorry. According to the police's investigation, the victim arrived at the office at 7 p.m. on the night of April 20th. Yeah. Current estimated time of death is between 9:50 and 11:30 p.m., right? This is called elastic defense, trade space for a tactical advantage, indeed. Right. As the police investigated why the victim was hanging around the office outside of normal hours... Speculation. Yeah. Questions against the rules. No. We originally thought the victim had a habit of staying late at the office. This morning came into some new information. Okay. Please look at this. How late are you staying tonight? I want to talk to you about something. I'm planning on staying too late. You want to talk today? Yeah, just wait up for me. I'll meet you at the office. Don't you need to stream? Yeah, just wait for me, please. Okay. Police checked Kuripa's messaging apps, and she has a lot of deleted messages, including those with the victim. Screenshot of the messages just shown was taken from a social media platform this morning. Who posted it? We asked one of our IT guys to check its authenticity, confirmed the screenshot wasn't doctored. We think it shows some of Kuripa's messages before they were deleted. It was found on social media? How did you find it? Yeah. We scrub the internet for specific keywords every day, especially regarding Kuripa's case, given how big it's become. The specific screenshot was posted by someone who goes by the name Operator A, that is spread around the net like wildfire. Looked into this Operator A? Of course. We weren't able to uncover their identity, though. Seems they use a lot of anti-tracking software. That said, we did find another piece of information online. Take a look. So what, I deserved it? Is this company policy that when an artist is harassed and bullied online, you just don't do anything about it? I think you're being overly emotional. I didn't say I wouldn't do anything about it, but accusations like this need proof, which you haven't provided. So now what? You'll have a meeting and make everyone agree with your plan to remind everyone you're the boss? I told you already those weren't my intentions for that last meeting. This is sounding a lot like Amanda. Well, I can't reveal my identity anyway, so my opinions don't matter. The way you want to do things is completely unrealistic. You realize that, right? I'm going to deal with everything, just not right at this moment. Anyway, I'm too busy to deal with your hissy fit right now. This could be honor as well. Fine, whatever. I don't need your crappy company anyway. I'm late for a meeting. I'll talk to you later. Don't bother. According to these conversation records, on April 14th, Mr. C and Kuripa got into a heated argument, with Kuripa even mentioning the idea of leaving the company. The authorities investigated the possibility of Kuripa being the culprit. We haven't. We figure Kuripa is a virtual phenomenon, more of a concept than anything, and not the focus of this case. Last question. Have you looked into who Kuripa's real face is? Unfortunately, while we've looked into it, we still don't have a clue who it is. Thank you. The victim had an appointment with Kuripa, which is why he stayed late in the office that night. This is new important information we know for sure. Did Kuripa's real face enter the office? Did she see Mr. C get murdered? Does their argument have anything to do with this case? This is sounding a lot like Amanda. Defense argues that the prosecution must immediately change the direction of their investigation and look into the possibility of Kuripa's real face being involved in this crime. We have looked into who Kuripa's real face is, but someone hasn't signed the warrant yet. Yeah, you fuckers are slow with the warrant! Now I know it didn't feel right. So I was never believed the defendant was Kuripa's real face. But now that we proved the defendant isn't the real face, she can claim the real face is the killer. Looks like I walked right into her trap. What Zoe done is scary. This evidence wasn't submitted according to procedure. Very sorry, we got a hold of this evidence just before the trial began. Didn't have time to submit it properly, then it doesn't enter into evidence. However, the defense feels it is not only reliable evidence, but that is crucial to this case. I feel a qualified prosecution would also feel the same way. What does the prosecution think? What should we do? If that evidence isn't overturned, we'll probably lose the case. Don't block this evidence, the chances of the defendant being convicted will go way down. I have no interest in victory. All I seek is the truth! Justin? Did we only come here to win a case? No, right? We're here to catch a killer. That's the only reason we're here dealing with this defense lawyer. Guess you've already made up your mind. Prosecutor Truth? Sorry, Your Honor, I was just thinking. Prosecution has decided to allow the defense's new evidence. Likewise, we'd like to forego cross-examination. Are you sure? Yes. Victory isn't my only goal here. Detective Haas may be an idiot, but her investigation results have always been reliable. I'm sure the evidence is good. But just know, Haas, I won't let it slide that you didn't immediately inform the prosecution of your new findings. We'll talk after the trial. Hey, crap! Duly noted. Are there any other witnesses? Nope, Detective Haas is the defense's last witness. Is that so? Well then, both parties may give their concluding remarks. Aha. We already know Sophia Lure's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Her claim to being Kuripa's real face has also been proven false, a lie making us reconsider why she truly did stay in her apartment all night. It's also been found on the victim's insurance form that the defendant would have come into a large amount of money in the event of the victim's death, lending motive to the case. Prosecution hereby asserts that there exists substantial suspicion regarding the defendant's involvement in Mr. C's murder. Prosecution can still not prove that the paring knife is the murder weapon, rendering Miss Allure's fingerprints meaningless. The defense has already admitted that the defendant lied about being Kuripa's real face. That said, the prosecution is still unable to prove whether she left her home on the night of the murder. The primary point of uncertainty in this case comes from the newly uncovered fact that Kuripa arranged a meeting with the victim at the company office. The defense argues that Kuripa carries the greatest suspicion in this case, and Miss Allure should be acquitted of all charges. I understand. The court has determined that there are too many unresolved factors in this case. Prosecution can conduct a new investigation and collect hard evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. As such, this case will be retried at a later date. Hey! Mistrial! We called it. Court adjourned. I guess it's not a mistrial, it's kicking the can down the road. A dog ate the search warrant? Are you fucking serious? Yeah. It's taking so long, so I checked again with the court, and that's what they told me. What the heck kind of ridiculousness is that? The whole country's tuned into this case. We can't get an exemption or something? Why are they being so difficult with this? Seriously. Already tried to complain. It's not your problem. What's the discourse like online? Well, Kuripa's fans and haters are basically at war. Some outside content creators are chiming in too. Fans and haters are both pretty rabid. I'd say they're evenly matched. What about Operator A? We're at Operator A. Their account has been active since the very first hearing. Since they're posting Lillian's internal information, everyone's been paying close attention. Would you like me to look into our identity? Absolutely. Well, I've always thought our investigation should never be tainted by internet chatter. This case seems to be different, so I've decided to dive into this myself if you wouldn't mind helping me get set up. Just hope you find the killer. We'll need concrete evidence to do that. Yep, good luck. Online investigation has been unlocked. Should we call a suspect over? I want to see what I can find online first. Okay. I've already made and logged onto an account for you. You should be able to see all the info you need using this. This fucking dumbass is gonna go on a message board. Hello, I am the prosecutor in the Kuripa murder case. Please give me any relevant information. Thank you. You need me for anything, just call. No. Alright. I think that's a very, very good place to leave off for tonight. So thank you all so much for coming out. I will probably not be back tomorrow. I think the Stardew Valley stream's gonna just have to fall by the wayside, unfortunately. $5. I'm taking that bet. I'll know he fucks it up hard. Yeah. He's gonna get on 2chan and get called every slur ever invented. Yeah. And then it's going to have to get entered into the court record so they can get a mistrial. Just wonderful. Just a gigantic printout on poster board of the prosecutor being called a goat fucker on 2chan. Yeah. Anyways. That's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank y'all. The game logic is funny but very dumb, indeed. Very, very dumb. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Have a nice start to your week, and I will see you again on Tuesday. I will, probably not going to get a schedule posted right away. I think I might start posting schedules on, like, Wednesday or Thursday, just to sort of line up with my work week. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, so thank you all so much for coming out. And until next time, Amiki, I bid you, Walate. Take very, very good care of yourselves. I'll see y'all again real soon. Later!